The You Are Here podcast is brought to you by Anchor.fm. Anchor is a podcasting platform where you can record, edit, upload, distribute. You can do everything on the Anchor app. Everyone asks me, man, how do you put your how do you have a podcast? What are you doing?
Answer? What do you do?
What is it?
What
Dave,
do you do?
What is the answer?
Well, you go to Anchor FM, dude, and they give you the tools to create your own podcast, to monetize, to distribute. They have all these cool tools. They're very accessible.
Easy interface.
Yeah, easy interface,
Boom.
man.
You just go up. You can record right there. You can invite other people to the recording session.
Yeah.
And you just put it up right there. Manage the levels. Do everything.
Yep.
It have no minimum requirement of the audience to start earning money on your podcast.
That's right. So guys, stop asking Mikey questions. Just go to Anchor FM. Download the Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Easy peasy.
Anchor.fm to get started.
Happening. You gotta
It's just loose, dude.
It's always loose.
It's just loose. Should I even do an intro? I don't know.
You always do.
All right, welcome to the You Are Here podcast. Hey, welcome to the You Are Here podcast. Episode 39 of the podcast.
Anchor
Watch the
FM.
podcast. Hey.
Sponsored Anchor FM. They give you the tools to. We played that already.
What? Dude,
I forget we
you are
played it.
just destroying me.
Sorry.
Just a train, just like
It's the worst intro. Yeah, it's
just
the
like
worst intro all time.
that's what you're doing. Find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, Podbean. Actually, no, we can't do it on Podbean. I'm gonna scratch that out and fill it with something else with a different voice. Ready? YouTube with the video, www.youareherepodcast.co. We could not afford the M. My God, this is Mike. Happy to be here once again.
Yeah.
Another week.
Yeah.
And we have a beautiful guest today.
We do.
Boom. Dave,
Boom.
take the reins.
Yeah, this is Dave. Welcome back to the Your Podcast, episode 39. Today we have my homie.
Yes, right.
Manu Menon.
Someone said the missing
actor.
link.
The missing link.
The missing link.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
You've dodged us for 39 weeks, and now we got
That's
you.
true. I've dodged you for 1 week. I was asked last week
All right.
if I could be here.
Yeah. We had to reschedule. He was supposed to be here last week, but you're here now.
I'm here.
Actor extraordinaire, talented dude, tall dude.
Tall dude.
Very nice voice.
How tall are you?
6'6".
When did you hit prime height?
19.
Wow.
You were 6'6" at 19.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I was like 5'6" in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And then
same.
in 10th grade, I hit 6 feet.
That's when I grew.
Really?
Yeah. Were you super late bloomer on everything or no?
Everything.
Yeah, me too.
I grew facial hair like end of 19.
Same. I started at the end of
And then I never got rid of it after that.
I was like 21 with like nothing on my, like barely anything on my face.
Dude, I'm a baby boy. Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I still got a couple inches, all right? I still got a couple inches.
Yeah, you have very light facial hair. You do.
Wow, dude. All right, thanks.
Not that I'm not like I'm not
Is that like an observation or an insult?
No, I'm not trying to insult.
You sound like it because you're just looking at it. You're staring
It's a
it down.
good thing, man. That's a good thing.
Is it a good thing?
How often do you have to shave?
I want a beard, dog.
you?
I gotta shave
Grass
this
is greener,
dumb,
dude.
this dumb stubble, man. It sucks.
It's cute, man. It's
not cute.
It's like French, dude.
For like, I'm jealous, right? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm
Man,
jealous
you
of
got
both
the-
of you,
got
right?
The cute, like I wish I could just do that.
Don't call me cute.
Oh,
Don't call me
don't
cute.
call me cute. You gotta lower your voice when you say it.
I can't. As far as I go, don't call me cute,
Oh, sorry, man. What
or
are you
else I'll
gonna-
get angry.
What are you gonna do, bro?
Don't do that.
Oh,
What
is
are
that
you-
that
Don't
weird?
do that. Don't you dare.
What are you
dog.
gonna do,
'Cause
bro?
He'll push me, and the ground's coming.
Oh, wow.
The ground's coming. A little.
All right, we got Manu Menon here on the
man.
podcast, bro. How do you feel, man?
I feel good. I'm glad to finally be here.
I want to talk about your shoulder.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Well,
The
Let
only
me preface.
reason I
Wait.
haven't played any of you yet.
what happened?
So the only reason I haven't played any of you
Commence the
Yeah.
basketball talk.
The basketball
Yeah,
talk.
there it
I'll
is.
sit over here.
Week
If you want to
5
skip
of basketball,
the basketball talk, go to minute 30 because we got to talk. We got to talk, dude.
Listen, I'm the only person you haven't had on from this discussion.
That's true.
well, Nick was
True, yeah.
pre-discussion.
Nick was pre-discussion.
That's why we're
you gotta
talking the
bring him
missing
back
link
on.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, well, we gotta state this too for listeners. Right now, for podcast guest of the year,
Boom. Yeah, we're trying to bring something in.
Adam Louder's in front right
Yes.
Oh, I mean, dude has nothing else to do, so he's here 3 times.
now. Gotcha. How do you like that?
I heard you were roasting him last week, so I'm trying to defend my boy Dave now.
Yeah. So now,
Y'all
bro.
better get hyped. Everyone should start saying who's guest of the year because
Well,
we kind of have opinions.
I
Right
mean,
now-
all I want to say is for week 38, he was a replacement. You know, that backup.
He's hitting hard.
He's coming with the heat today, dude.
love you, Adam.
I like it.
I love you.
Adam, I didn't tell him to do it. Right now, Adam is in the lead, not by much, but he's in the lead. We're gonna bring some people back. Manu's first time here.
Yes.
Manu suffered. I'm allowed to say this, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we were talking shit about basketball and everything. And I want to clear the air first before I get into this.
Yeah.
That night that I told you that our list of 5.
Yep.
Lance is salty about this because I
is.
talked to him on the phone and he's very upset. And Lance is
Yeah.
going to come defend himself too. I put you up top.
Yep.
You remember that?
I do.
Do you remember
I'm very
Adam?
happy.
He's 6'6". He's a talented basketball player. He's been doing this all life. Do you remember Adam afterward saying like, "Well, I'm number 1 though." Do you remember that?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
We were
So who's the humble one?
we were all together,
Who's the humble one?
and we're like, Adam, what's your list? Because we got everyone's list but Adam's.
That's it.
And he's like, and you can see that he wanted to rank himself first.
He's like, I mean, I'm in
He's like-
first, second, and third.
He's
I'm
like,
the
what do
bad
you want
guy?
me to say?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Adam, most of us put you at 1. He's like, okay, good. Yeah. So I'm at 1.
You know what I'm saying? Who does that?
Nick Craven does that. Nick Craven said, Nick. He said it. He
Dude,
said,
Nick did say
I
it.
have personal vendetta against Nick Craven. He put me number 5 on his list.
He did.
Wow.
He did put you
Put me
5.
number 5.
Wait, how tall is Nick?
Nick, you met Nick.
I know him. I don't remember how tall
He's
he
like
is.
your height, no?
Well, Nick, you gotta, I don't know, dog.
Dude, he's 6'6". How can you not put him
That's an
first?
immediate-
Just off of that, you're like already so far ahead in the
like-
game of basketball. You're already naturally so far ahead.
I would think so.
So far. I remember when I
like,
went up
hit
for a
my
layup one
peak.
time, or I was just going up for a jump shot or something on you from like the foul line. And I was like, oh, I got like 4 feet of space. I'm gonna just pop a fucking jump shot in Manu's face. Just like, out of nowhere, his like arm just super like what was the stretchy dude?
Stretch Armstrong.
Just Stretch Armstrong like out of nowhere and just like almost palmed the ball on me. I was like, oh fuck, this is a whole new level, dude.
Man.
I'm not used to playing dudes like taller than me,
Yeah.
to be honest. But yeah, so you suffered this like crazy shoulder injury.
Yeah.
so you've been
that
out of
that
commission.
night was like,
Yeah.
up until that point, like the peak of frustration
yeah.
of this injury. Because I was just like, we're all
Yeah,
talking
dude.
about who's better.
Yeah, I remember that.
Nick and Ariel's like, they're like, all right, we're playing 1-on-1 next week. I was like, why the fuck can't I get in on this? I'm sitting there with an arm that can barely go up.
Yeah. How's the recovery been, dude?
It's been good. I man, crazy story. So torn labrum for like 20 years.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Wait, for 20 years?
Yeah.
Where's the labrum here?
I hurt my shoulder for the first time about 20 years ago, right here. And I think just over time, it tore because it just kept popping out playing basketball and like whatever. And I'd always be able to pop it back in. Or like it would go back immediately. And then I was in my sleep in mid-June and it popped out while I was sleeping.
What?
Yeah. And then, like I said, I'm always able to put it back in place, but I'm half asleep at this point. I wake up and I'm trying to put my shoulder back in place. And I'm pushing against my bed and I break my own bone in my arm.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
I broke the proximal humerus.
What was
Yeah.
the pain level when you broke it?
At this point, it wasn't that bad.
Are you serious?
My roommate had to convince me to go to the hospital. Fuck. Because he heard me from his room with his earplugs in. He heard me from his room. Apparently, I was screaming and I didn't know.
Holy shit.
And he's like, dude, go to the hospital. And I'm like, no, man, I could just put it back and I'll be good.
No.
And I keep pushing. And after like 5 minutes, I'm like, all right, I guess I should go to the hospital. And I'm still thinking like they put it back in place. I come back home and I go to sleep.
Yeah, nah, dude.
I go to the hospital. No. It's 2 hours before they put the shoulder back in because they had to do the x-ray and then like
I can't.
they show me
bro.
the x-ray and they're like, so you broke this bone too and it's out of place. So you got to fix that And I'm like, what? And they showed me like where my shoulder was. There was no way that thing was going back in place on my own. And they had to crack it 3 times
my God.
before it went back in place. And like my mom came to the hospital at this point, and they like closed the curtain so that she couldn't see this. It's like a doctor and PA. They like grab onto the stretcher and like squeeze your abs so that those muscles are working and these can turn off. And they're like moving my arm, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. And I hear like 1 pop, and the PA's like, okay, it's in. The doctor's like, no, not yet. I'm like, what? And he's like, all right, brace yourself again. And they're like still moving it. And they're like, see the muscles twitching. It's got to fatigue, and then it's going to go back in place. And I'm like, I can't see this. I'm not looking at this. Pops again. And then he's like, all right, we just need 1 more. I'm like, what the fuck? And they do it again, and I scream. I'm like, oh,
pain level there.
11.
And your mom's just on the other side of the curtain?
Yeah, just listening to this. And I'm like, oh,
That's horrible.
shit.
That's
like
horrible.
loud as hell.
That's horrible.
So now I'm going back to my mom's place in Jersey.
Yeah.
We're in the car. She's like, did you have to curse while you were there?
Your mom.
Come on.
And I'm like, do you know the pain I just went through?
Damn. But she,
But like, those are moms.
It's
you
mom.
know? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like anyone
Wait,
else
this
would
is-
have said that. I would have been
And this
like,
is all
what?
from basketball?
No, I mean, the first time I fell in it wasn't basketball, but the most it's popped out from, most of my injuries are from basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
And you lifted for a long time too.
Yeah, I hurt my other shoulder from lifting, but that's just like overuse. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just,
That one doesn't
definitely
pop though or anything like that.
I mean, it has a couple times, but like nothing. It's like something really bad had to happen to it for it to come out, and it would like slide in and out, and then
What was it like, dude? Like because you physically are changed. Like you're injured, and then you're on this long path to recovery. Now this has been how long?
I had surgery last 3 months. Last week was 3 months ago.
Okay. And so you've been what's like the timetable?
So hurt myself June 17th. Had
my
surgery.
birthday, dog.
Is it? Well,
Gemini
it's a good day for one
Sorry,
of us.
man.
It's okay, man.
Sorry.
I'm glad someone was happy on that day. I'm glad someone was happy on that day.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
No, man. It's like shit happens. It happens.
yeah.
It is what it is. Had surgery July 9th.
Yeah.
Got out of my sling first week of August, like August 7th or something like that.
That's my birthday. No, I'm just
That's not. It's a June baby. And I've been doing PT since then.
Wow.
2-3 times a week. Just I mean, I'm improving for sure, and I'm doing things that I couldn't do before.
Yeah. They said basketball comes back when? You were telling me before.
I asked the PT mid-December.
Mid-December.
He says that sounds reasonable. Then I was like, how about November? He's like, it's possible, but I can't promise you November. But he's like, December sounds.
Mentally, are you like you must be eager, but also like scared, no? Like is this fear playing any kind of part in the recovery? Like, or the first stages of it?
The only fear I really have is like, am I going to go back to normal at all?
Yeah.
You know, like I understand that there might be some limitations because it's surgery and, you know, you're never going to be 100% again. But like also I was dealing with the labrum issue for so long that I'm not going to deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
Which is
that's
awesome.
true.
That's gone.
Yeah. Like my shoulders, at least from that, is not going to pop out again.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. So right now, all the surgery stuff is healed.
Right.
Now it's just about the tightness and the strength and everything because I was in a sling for so long.
Yeah.
Just getting all that working again. And that one fear is like, will I be able to move my arm this way without pain?
Fuck.
You know?
Yeah.
But I'm being told I will. So
Yeah. But right
it's
now,
a patience game.
Yeah,
You know?
you'll feel pain now. Like you move a certain way, you'll
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
the pain from
For
surgery.
sure. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I saw you I just went on your Instagram. I scrolled through. I saw you in the sling doing a basket.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. I was like, all right, it's kind of itching.
Straight up. I was at Dave and Buster's with my boy Vito. Shout out Vito.
Shout out Vito.
And he was playing the basketball game. I was like, fuck it, I'm a lefty. I could shoot with my left hand. I'm a lefty. And so I'm like, I gotta play.
You were playing lefty. I remember that post actually.
Yeah. I can't
Hitting
stop,
it lefty.
man.
Yeah, dude. Basketball's life. Ball's life, dude.
Exactly. Ball is life.
Ball's life, bro.
Straight up.
What's up, Adam Louder?
Oh.
Exactly. What's up, Adam Louder?
Playing.
You talk a lot, but like,
Ooh.
Nick's got to come defend himself, dude.
I know.
After what he said to you.
We need an episode where like all 5 of us here.
that'd be so
and
good.
just like
That'd be
a
hectic.
nightmare, dude.
That'd be so
just see
hectic.
people shouting at each
arguments.
other. Yeah,
of, like,
yeah.
Why do you think you're better?
What? How old were you when you
And
picked up a
Ariel would
basketball?
just be
the
like,
first
guys, I'm the worst here.
time? Yeah, yeah. Ariel, humbly,
He's
like,
the biggest sweetheart in the world.
incredible. I'm pretty humble too.
Yo, we gotta do maybe like 100, maybe 50th or 100th episode. We gotta do all of you guys.
Yeah,
That'd be
That
fun.
would be
that would be
hilarious.
awesome.
That'd be fun.
actually. That'd be really nice.
I'm like, I'd assume that we would have played by then.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what, 50 weeks from a year from now?
No,
More than a year
that's
from
episode
now?
100. We at least played
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
100. Yeah, I'm thinking 52 for the year.
Yeah.
And bring him back.
That'd be kind of fun.
Bring everyone
man.
back.
That'd be
That'd
fun.
nice, dude. How old were you when you started playing basketball?
How old?
This is the basketball podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I was young. My mom got me this Fisher Price hoop when I was like 3, and I like
That
started
classic-
there. And
I had
never
one too,
stopped.
dude.
Yeah, I had one too.
Yeah,
You dunk on it, the thing comes.
yeah,
starts
yeah,
leaning.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then we moved, and there was a basketball hoop in our backyard in the new house when I was like 6.
You're a Jersey boy.
So, like, I'm a Jersey boy,
Dab
West
me up.
Orange.
Dab me up.
Hey,
That's
that's right.
right.
Some of this
Jersey
That's right.
boys.
There you go.
The fuck, dude?
Come on, give it to him. There you go.
You don't love me, though.
There it is.
You're a Jersey boy through and
But
through.
yeah, man, I just my whole life.
Yeah. That's how we linked up, kind of. We're like, oh, Playhouse West. Manu's from Jersey. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's where we
And then
met, dude.
basketball.
Yeah, and then basketball.
Yeah,
Then we kind of hit it off from there. That's where I met my man right here.
that's right.
Y'all look like you hang out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He started growing this beard after he met me.
I can tell that. I can tell
It'll
that,
grow
for
in.
sure.
It'll grow in the same. It looks the same, right?
I know I'm gonna grow
It is.
mine in.
We
too.
look the same, right?
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, for sure, dude.
now we've met, so
Yeah.
you're gonna grow yours out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the third, the third wheel.
I'm so curious to see what yours is going to look like. And you keep shaving.
Don't do that. Though.
You keep shaving it. No shave November. You have to grow it out.
November?
It's November.
It's
no
November.
shave.
It's not November.
That's for
Alright,
men.
fine, dude. Fine.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to see what it looks like.
I know that last week in November, that episode.
We should.
It's
you
not
really
gonna
should.
work, dude. It's
You
gonna-
really should.
I think you've seen me when I've had it grown.
I've never seen you
Because
grow
I've
it out.
had it grown once that was pretty long and it was nothing. So
Let's
you're
just
gonna be
see.
disappointed.
Let's just
That's all I'm
see,
saying.
dude. Let's just see
That's
what
all I'm
happens.
saying.
Is that okay?
are you going through November too?
Yeah, I'm going to November 22nd. Is the day.
It's the day you shave.
Yeah.
Why November 26th?
Because we're shooting a scene where I have to have it first, and then it's gone. So, and then the next scenes are no mas hair, no mas pelo on the face.
So you got to grow it until then.
Yeah,
Damn,
it's gross. It's been like over a month, right?
that's wild.
I think it's been over a month,
Yeah.
and it's like wispy and like patchy, and
Old.
it'll
You look
get,
old.
Yeah,
Grandpa.
You
Yeah.
get food stuck in there.
Dave,
yeah, like water. Like you
Yep.
take a shower and it just like
Yep.
I never experienced that before. You know, you got to
Yep.
shower and you got to like towel your face.
Yeah.
So water gets trapped. Did you
It's a
ever
lot.
grow your beard out like thick, like
Not-
like super puffy and like Rick Ross?
Not definitely not Rick
No,
Ross. No, not even close. I just like I don't think I could pull that off.
Yeah.
And I just like don't want to find out if I don't have the patience to find
Do the
out.
Rick Ross, dude.
I just like
I'm
my
super
beard gets
curious,
to a point
man.
where I'm just like, you know what? It needs to be brought back.
I don't.
Let's tame this thing.
I've never like had it like come in and then like groomed it. It's always been
Yeah.
like, oh, it's been a week. Whoop.
Yeah.
It's never been like I'm gonna like you clean the lines, you keep it nice, you trim it, you put things in it.
I have
Some
this.
oils?
I have this beard butter.
You do?
Yeah,
I've heard
but
this.
I don't like use it that often.
Yeah.
But I do have stuff that I use once in a while.
Got you.
Yeah.
For November, it's No Shave November because men's cancer.
Yeah.
awareness?
Prostate
Cancer. Got you.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why you grow it out.
They just did it for fun.
I mean, it's for fun too, right? It's for fun, but for a cause.
Hell yeah. there we go.
Exactly.
Do you like donate the beard?
What are
hair?
you thinking right now? Do you donate the beard?
Isn't it supposed to be just a mustache?
Is it?
But people
know.
grow out a full beard.
You know who grows a good one? Cates. Shout out Chris Cates. He grows a good
Mustache?
mustache. Yeah, I remember seeing that last year.
Shout out that guy's mustache.
dude.
Right?
Chris
Shout
Cates
out
is
his
like-
mustache.
Mustache, yo, I got one for
Kate's got a good one, dude. Kate's got a good one. I wonder how Ariel's mustache would look. Just mustache.
He can pull a mustache.
Shout out Ariel Pacheco.
Just a do rag and a nice mustache.
Yeah,
I feel
dude.
so.
Can kill it.
The braids and the
I
mustache.
feel so messed up for saying
What?
this.
Here we go.
I said this thing to Ariel.
No,
This
it's on.
summer.
Wait, it's on the podcast, dude.
I know,
It stays in the front.
I've said it to him.
Okay.
And it's like I've said it in public. where he had like his beard out, but it's not like a full beard.
Oh no.
So I was like, yo, your sideburns had a party and didn't invite your beard.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
I felt like such a jerk, and he's so sweet. He was just like, he didn't even say anything to me.
I love you guys' relationship because you rip on each other so much. You rip on each other so much, but it's like, it's from such a loving place.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the best.
I love him so much. Like, dude, we can be so honest with each other about everything. He said when he was on here, he's like, in our basketball games, after Manu tells me like, stop shooting threes. You suck. Stop shooting threes.
Yeah.
But I'll throw myself. I was like, I can't shoot threes either. Like, we got other people to do it.
Yeah.
You know? And then he works on, and he's really good at like accepting those things.
Yeah.
So like, I'm happy to tell him that stuff. And I know he's going to tell me that stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like coming out of respect and love. You know?
Yeah.
So,
we were talking about that today, dude, about like having good relationships in your life where like you can be just straightforward and honest instead of like it takes so much energy to like filter yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Be like, I wish I could say this thing, but I can't, and like it's bothering me, but I can't fucking say it because we're not like that.
No, I would rather avoid a person than
me
like
too.
have to filter myself around them.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh god.
That's what like society's kind of made us feel. You know what I mean? It's the hardest thing to be real and be upfront and open.
What's a hard thing you had to tell somebody one time?
Hard thing you had to tell somebody, man. That's tough, dude.
Who's in the fucking hallway?
Calm down. Dog. It's fine.
Manu, go get him, dude.
Trust me, though.
Hey yo.
Drop your voice into a
Hey yo.
Yeah.
We got a podcast going on here. We are here.
James
You
Earl
ain't.
Jones is in the house.
Dude, I don't know.
You don't know. Is it too personal?
Oh, I think probably.
Too personal. Too personal.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Probably breaking up with one of my girlfriends.
Gotcha.
Saying like I don't love you anymore.
I
That's
feel like
tough
that's
one,
got to
though.
be.
That's tough.
How do you navigate?
Because you don't want to. Because you still love the person as a person,
for who they are. Yeah.
but like you lose the romantic feelings,
Gotcha.
and it's like,
What do we
how
do?
do I say that?
Mm.
How do you?
Especially when the person still feels.
yes, and you're thinking like, I do it this way, and like it's still being like I still love you for you.
Yeah.
But like it's gonna be all good.
Yeah.
But it's never gonna be all good though. There's no way it can end in a good way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Do you think it would mend at some point? It wouldn't. It would have never.
Well, obviously the way it ends is probably like you can change how long that was gonna last. You know what I mean? If you're
it was
just
just
like
like-
you're like I'm done. I can't. Sorry.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a really tough thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's no perfect way to break up, dude.
Yeah. It's got to be tough when it's like you're the one saying like I don't want this anymore
Yeah.
because I don't feel the same way
That's-
anymore, and the other person's still like, but I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And you're like, well, you got me.
Yeah.
What else I got? There's nothing.
Better to be honest and straightforward
Yes.
about that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Because then you're drawing out time with the other person,
Yep.
where they
Yeah.
could be finding
Yep.
someone who appreciates them.
I don't appreciate you anymore. So
I don't know.
see you later.
Listen, I've never broken up, so I don't know.
Well,
I've been broken up with.
Congratulations.
I've been broken up with.
Oh,
Same here, dog.
I've been
Was
the
that
one that's
the
like,
hardest
but I
thing for you to
love
hear?
you still. I love you still.
That was the hardest thing you had to say, right?
No, but it wasn't true. It wasn't
Right?
even true.
That's probably just that.
What? No, dude, it's not the hardest thing I had to say. I don't know what the answer to that would be just yet. But I going back, I was the one that was like lying. I was straight up lying, being like, but we're so good together, and like
Yeah.
just for the sake of being with the person,
Yes.
I was like trying to, like in a panic. I was just like,
yeah.
but aren't we great? Like, like I love you, and like we could really do something special.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's like, what am I saying? I'm saying ridiculous shit that isn't
Yeah.
true. I don't feel that way for you either. But out of comfort and like safety and like fear, it's all
Desperation.
Fear. I was in total desperation. This is when I was younger. I was just like, but I love you. And it's like,
Yeah.
you definitely don't. Not in
Yeah.
that way. You know what I mean? Maybe as a human, but not as a partner.
yeah.
Not in that fucking way. No way. Yeah, it's
dog.
wild. Have you ever been broken? Well, yeah. So we talked about this. Right?
Of course you have.
We talked about this. No, I forgot. I have an instinct. An impulse. I'm gonna trust here.
Okay.
I'm opening up this book because you didn't want me to open it.
Oh, perfect. Ask me the museum one.
You're on the spot.
Ooh.
Shit.
Let me turn the lights real quick on.
Oh,
Spotlight.
right. So imagine.
You gotta like pick good ones, dude. Not on the spot.
Shut up, dude. Shut up. No, that's the point. It's supposed to be like off the cuff. You Are Here, episode 39. Shout out Ariel Pacheco.
Boom,
shout
big
out.
shout
We got a lot of shout outs coming. Shout out somebody real quick.
We got our
Could be
own-
anybody. Off the top of your dome.
Shout out you, Dave. No one shouts you out.
Thanks, dude.
No, shout out Mike.
Wow.
You guys
dude,
don't get shout
no one
outs.
ever shouts
bro.
out Mike.
Yeah, shout out Dave and Mike.
Fuck yeah.
None of
Nah, I
us
feel
would be here
good.
without them.
Ooh, you had unlimited time and money. What would you do to help your friends and family?
Man.
Unlimited?
Yeah, unlimited
Bro, I'd buy
time and money. So you live forever and you have crazy money forever.
Oh,
I mean,
second
it
part of
depends
that.
on who it is, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like,
Well, the closest, family, everyone you want to help,
Ooh, I got to
right?
know.
like
That's gotta
if it's
be.
my mom, like, here you go, you can retire.
You're living
You
like
know
a
what I
queen
mean?
the rest of your fucking... You never even have to
Yeah.
put a foot on the ground again, probably, right? For your
Yeah,
mother? Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
someone's going to carry
like
you
everything
around.
you've given me.
Yeah.
Here's more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's the first purchase you make? Like, here
For
comes
myself.
the Netflix paycheck, bro. You are the lead on the series. Cha-ching. What do you
Oh,
go get?
man.
What is your move?
Shit, I have no idea, man. I feel I live in New York, and I'm just like anything
the
I spend my
dream,
money
yeah.
on is taking that paycheck.
Yeah.
Jeez, I have no idea. I guess it
Setting yourself up
depends
for a
the
year
paycheck.
on rent? Are you moving? You getting a car? What are you doing?
Maybe a car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like just last week started realizing that like I kind of want a car.
Wow.
in New York.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I never wanted a car in New York.
Yeah.
I'm like
Do you have a
happy that I don't
license?
have- Yeah,
Oh, sick.
and I mean, I'm not gonna make that move, but I'm like, for the first time, like, you know what? It would be pretty cool to have a car out here.
Yeah.
There's just certain things I could do.
Yeah.
I love driving into New York.
Oh, I
Do
love
you?
it too.
Yeah,
I love
I like
it too.
I like it when it's late.
Me too.
Yeah,
Super
that's
late.
the
Night,
best.
when you
too.
could just like fly
Yup.
through.
Through Brooklyn to Jersey in like
one cares.
Yeah.
40 minutes. Dude, it's the best.
Dude, sometimes at night when I get at it, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
If you're
Yeah.
coming straight
That's it.
out. Yeah, dude.
It's amazing.
I love it. I love being in a car.
Yeah.
What would you... Money.
First thing, first
Yeah,
purchase.
first purchase.
Probably just my mom a house, honestly. Like set, like you're good. That's just
Yeah.
paid off.
Yes.
Whatever you want, put it in there.
Yeah.
Like good, you're done. You got that.
Yep.
And that way, like I know, I never have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Like she's good, at least shelter wise. I think that would be the move. First move. Like
For sure.
check.
Yep.
There you go. What about you?
sure.
Stocks. no, that's
the smartest
It'd
answer.
probably be the house. It'd probably be the house for the parents.
Yeah.
It'd be the house for the parents.
Yeah.
I think so. Because that's
Yeah.
like my top, like, kind of priority.
Yeah, yeah.
Of like what I want to give back.
Oof, how good would that feel, man? How good is?
It's like that
they're-
NBA, NFL.
I'm gonna manifest. How good is that going to feel?
Hell yeah.
That's what we're gonna start doing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm tired of like using what
That's
ifs
good.
and like shit like coulds.
Yep.
How good is
Let's use words that are affirmative and like definite instead. Like our language should change. You know?
Yeah. Dude, can I tell you
Yeah.
like a pet peeve I have
Oh fuck.
when it comes to like acting classes
Yeah.
or just, not even classes, but just actor like decisions with scripts and stuff. And I do this myself, which
Yeah.
is like where I first noticed it. And then I start, like when you like notice something and then you just see it everywhere.
everywhere. Yep.
Is when like a director or a teacher or someone is like, all right, what are you doing here? Like, what's going on here? And everyone always says, I guess, or kind of,
Yes.
or like sort of.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Already you're.
you shouldn't kind of feel anything.
Nope.
You know, like you should have done this work. And I'm talking to myself in that
do it
too.
too,
And
yeah.
I've like told myself now, like anytime you go into somewhere where you're supposed to be prepared, the word kinda can never come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like either you feel this way or you don't, or like you're in the circumstance or you're
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
You're not kinda upset
Yeah.
that this girl, broke your heart or whatever.
Yeah.
You are.
You are.
You're upset.
That's a great piece of like advice one, and then to check yourself on that is
Yeah.
huge, man. Because as soon as you put yourself in a position where you're using those words or those are your thoughts, you're watered down. You're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you go one step
am
out.
I? Am I
Yeah,
upset?
exactly. It's like you're afraid to be wrong.
Yes, dude.
You know?
With
So
your
like
art,
if I say like I'm kind of this And then when you're told like, no, that's not it, you'd be like, well, I wasn't sure if I was.
Yeah, it's protecting. You're protecting.
Yeah. Just like go all in to whatever it is you think you were supposed to be. If you're wrong, that person's going to tell you like, no, this is where it is.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, I didn't see it that way.
Yeah, dude.
Let me try it that way.
You got to swing fucking big.
Yeah.
You got to swing
That's
big.
it. And like now is when I'm like seeing it all the time. And I'm like, stop using that word.
Yeah.
Stop saying that.
Shout out to everyone in that acting class, bro.
All of you. Let me name it one by one.
You better watch yourself.
I think super important about that too is like that is like that first instinct of what you get, whatever that situation is.
Yeah.
Is like if you go against that, you're going against yourself.
Totally.
You know? It's just like
just be wrong if you're going to be wrong.
You should be either like so in that you're like you nail it or you fucking miss terribly. Like there should be no really because like you're not choosing. If you're like balancing in between like two things, like maybe this will work. And if it doesn't, then I could get the back door and go this way. It's like, you're not really doing anything. You're like if I'm betrayed or if I'm whatever in a circumstance, like let's say betrayed, and I'm coming from that place, who is that person to me? Like, let's just start there. You ask yourself that question, right? Like, who's this person to me? If I'm like, well, she's kind of like, kind of liked her, and she was cool.
Yeah.
What? You know what's gonna happen? Like in this moment, like nothing, dude.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No. If it's like, oh, this is the last person I had in my life that believed in me and like loved me and lied to my face, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I know who you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I get
exactly.
It. I get it.
Like, put a face to that person.
Yeah.
Well, she kind of looks like this.
She doesn't. Yeah. Dude.
I guess it's safe to say like with acting, like there's either like 0% or 100. Right?
Yeah.
Well, you can do other things. That's what we're talking about. Like when you fuck up.
Like, but when someone commits to something, like, you can either be terrible or great, but like, you don't want to be forgettable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one cares about the person that was like forgettable. In an audition, you go in, 90% of the people are going to be forgettable.
Yeah.
Because they kind of just blend in together.
Yeah.
But then even the person that was terrible, they stuck out in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
least you made a decision.
Straight
and
up.
Stuck with it.
Shout out Michelle Riccardi. She gave me an awesome piece of advice today at the collective about like behavior and like going full in and trying new things and not like half stepping on character stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas I was kind of like reserved today and like doing it the Dave way instead of like trying a character element and bringing it in. So I don't know. It was just an awesome piece of advice. Thank you. But we were talking about like the script I wrote that I'm filming in November. And it's about like death and deals with like the big conversation, the taboos of like talking about it with the people you love while you're going through it, right? And I wanted to talk to you about like when you got injured.
Yeah.
Like I injured my back one time and it was like I told you about it. I was like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm like not gonna walk again. I was like terrified. Like those thoughts pass through your mind. Whereas before it happens to you, they don't. Like I felt kind of invincible. I was kind of like them, but not me.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm special though. Like I'm not gonna be injured. I'm Superman.
Yeah.
And then it happens to you, and you're like, I'm mortal. Like I can be hurt. I'm gonna die one day. Like it could be today. Like I had the flu one time, like this year, and I was just like, dude, I might die. I was like 103 degree fever in the middle of the night. I'm like, I could die in my sleep tonight. Like it's fucking pot. And I was having these thoughts, and I'm like, you walk around like as if you're strong, and you're nothing like that is ever gonna touch you. But then it happens to you and you're like, I'm just flesh and blood, dude. And this could really happen to me. Like, did you have thoughts like this? Like were crazy thoughts like coming at you when you were first like injured?
Yeah.
Sorry I keep bringing it back to this, but I'm just really interested.
Fine. Dude. It's fine. I'm a believer in that all things happen for a reason.
Me too.
So like to try and avoid falling into like that dark hole of like, why me? I was just like, all right, there's, a bigger reason
that you don't know.
Just like one is I should have taken care of this labrum a long time ago, and that wasn't popping out if I took care of it before, But like this is leading to something. Is the way I see it. But like I couldn't work. I couldn't act. I couldn't do anything. But like go to class. I was in bed for nearly a month, just sitting in bed. Doing nothing.
That'll wake you up.
Yeah.
Were you borderline like going crazy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was weird, man. I mean, to go back to your question. It was
Yeah,
like
so-
I was definitely like the whole like I'm not mortal thing. I mean, I'm mortal thing didn't hit me because I've suffered a lot of injuries in the past, and it's like because the labrum's been messed up for so long. Like it was just like, of course this would happen to me, type of thing. Which for me is like that same feeling of like heartbreak, where it's like, why? Like, of course this would happen to me, but why is it happening to me? And then you have that conversation in your head of like, there's a reason. I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
One day I'll get the answer for why this is happening, but not right now. Figure out what you're going to do with this time instead of feeling bad for yourself.
Right.
You know? And, but yeah, it started messing with, you know what it was? It was, the painkillers
Yeah.
that really started messing
What
with
were
my
you
head.
on? What did you have to take?
Like I had to go through 6 different things before one finally worked. When I first broke it and went to the hospital, they gave me this Percocet Oxy combo thing. Didn't work.
That didn't work?
That didn't work. And then they were like,
shit.
all right, try extra strength Tylenol. That might work with this.
What?
Well, both.
Both of them
Oh, you take on top of that?
on top of it.
What the
Didn't work.
Fuck?
Still felt the same pain. And then I was just like, all right, the pain's not at a crazy level, so I'm just gonna deal with it until the surgery. Get the surgery, and they inject this like numbing agent into my neck that like just shuts down everything from my traps to my fingertips, where I just don't feel anything, which is trippy as hell. I didn't know where my hand was.
That's crazy.
I didn't even know that I was in a sling until they like lifted my blanket. And I'm like, oh man, there's a sling on my arm right now. Like you don't know where your hand, like you don't feel anything.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. It's like when
And-
you fall asleep on your arm and like you wake up in the middle of the night and like you can't feel it.
Yeah, but it's like everything.
10 times, yeah.
That's crazy.
And
That's
they were like, this is going to last 16 to 24 hours. But they're like, you should be happy because you're not going to have any pain. Because once it wears off, you're going to be in pain. It lasted 13 hours on me.
Wow.
And so they're like, once you start feeling it wear off, you're going to start feeling pins and needles in your hand. Let us know. And then we're going to bring you painkillers because we want at least the first day to be like completely pain free. So I call the nurse and I'm like, it's wearing off. And she gives me 5 milligrams of Oxy. She's like, if this doesn't work in like 45 minutes, let me know. Hit her up. I'm like, it's not working. And they were injecting me with something else every 6 hours, something that started with a T. I can't remember the name. And I was like, no, I still got the same pain. So she gives me morphine.
Oh God.
She's like,
It's like give you like.
let me know.
Shooting
And
you up.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's
This is what we used to give the
let me-
World War II veterans. Take that for your
put 'em to
shoulder.
sleep.
Morphine.
Morphine. Didn't do anything.
Are you kidding?
Like, not a thing. I didn't get tired. I didn't feel less pain, nothing. And I was like, no, didn't work. They're like, all right, we're going to come back in a couple hours and we're going to give you 10 milligrams
You're
of Oxy.
Wolverine, dude.
Right? I was like,
You have the Wolverine gene.
I didn't know.
It does, dude.
It's like painkillers.
Yeah,
They don't do
dude,
nothing to me.
nothing does anything.
And they're like, all right, we'll come back with 10 milligrams of Oxy in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Because you got to like wait a certain amount of hours in between. So they give that to me. Nothing.
Uh,
And
are you?
So now you got
fucking-
50 different
You're
drugs in there.
loaded at this point.
Yeah. But I'm not feeling anything. Like the only thing I'm feeling is like tired because it's 5 a.m. and I haven't slept yet. I'm just laying in bed here because I couldn't sleep when I couldn't feel my arm. So it was just like really trippy and I couldn't fall asleep then.
Yeah.
And then this stuff's not hitting me. And then finally, when I got discharged, they sent me home with hydrocodone and that worked.
Yeah.
And it was like, I had to take,
That's what I think I had.
did you?
Yeah, I think so.
For
For
your
my
back?
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, and like, I guess everyone reacts differently to different things. And so, like, I took one when I got home, didn't do anything. Then it said take 1 to 2. I took 2. Finally,
It worked.
it worked. It only worked for 2 hours, but like, it still worked. Yeah. And so I took it for 2 days and then I stopped because everyone's like, don't get addicted
get
to this
addicted.
stuff. Whatever.
Yeah,
and I was
hell
like,
no.
yeah. And I was like, all right.
Did you feel the pull or no? The
The-
pull of like, I want to take more?
No.
You didn't feel
No.
I'm
like,
scared of that
this-
kind of shit too.
Dude, me
Yo,
too. I'm
me
fucking
too.
terrified.
Because like everyone was the same thing. It
Yeah.
was like, don't get
Yep.
addicted. don't
Start
get
there
addicted.
and
That's
then it
Yeah.
goes.
And so I stopped taking it. So my surgery was on a Tuesday. I took it Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday, I stopped taking it. Saturday, I fall down the stairs.
Can you imagine post surgery, dude?
4 days after my surgery, I
4
fall down the
days.
stairs.
And lands on your shoulder.
I did roll onto my shoulder, but I didn't have my sling on because I had just taken a shower. And I'm walking down the stairs, I slip. Fortunately, I didn't land on my hand, but then
That could have been
between a couple stairs, I tried to stop myself with this hand just out of instinct. And so I felt that impact and then rolled onto it. And I'm like screaming, like, you know, going crazy. And again, laying there just thinking like,
Of course.
there's no way this really happened. There's absolutely no way this is real life. And again, like, why?
Yeah.
Why me right now?
Yeah, man.
You know? And so then that day I took them again and stopped the next day. Cause I was like, if I'm at like a 4 or less, I'm not going to take these.
Yeah.
It's like, if I can't sleep or whatever, then I'll take it. And then that Monday, I was like finally leaving my mom's house. And I'm like literally arguing with my mom. Like, I got to go back to New York because I'm going to go crazy if I just stay here. Cause I have like no one around.
Yeah.
You know, like if I go to the city, I got some people to hang out with, or I can like walk around my block even.
Yeah.
If I wanted to.
Just
And
see something.
yeah. And
To be trapped
It's
in
like
your
an-
house. You go
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
And finally she was like, all right, fine. I go to New York and all of a sudden I just get like real depressed. I'm like, this is all I wanted for like the past 2 weeks is like, I just wanted to be back here. Like, what's going on? Then I stayed busy and I was fine. Then I went back home at night and again, feeling like lonely and shit. And I'm like, what the hell's going on right now? You know? And I'm thinking it's like the reality of this whole summer. I'm just going to be sitting in my room in a sling and I have nothing going on right now. And then I hit up Lance. Shout out Lance. Because he had shoulder surgery
Oh, right. Yeah.
3 years ago. So I was like, yo, did you go through this when you had the surgery? He's like, yo, it's the painkillers.
Oh,
Like, they really mess with your head. And I didn't even think about that. And I'm like, I just went through 6 different things.
Yeah.
And like 4 of them were in the past week. I'm like, that makes sense now.
Yep.
You know, like, I'm going through all these emotions and never felt this way over worse things. And then I had to like, for like the next few days, just check myself and just be like, all right, whatever you're feeling right now, it's not you.
Yeah.
You know, just,
Oh, that's so good that you talked to him, bro.
yeah.
Because like, if
like,
not, then what would happen?
exactly. So thank God Lance had shoulder surgery.
Oh, fuck.
Shoulder buddies.
Yeah,
Shoulder
exactly.
buddies, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, he definitely helped me out with that.
That's huge.
Oh my God, this makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's
The pills
wild.
were affecting your mood, dude.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
Crazy.
Have you ever broken like? Have you guys ever broke like a leg or anything?
I broke a foot and an arm.
Dude,
And a hand.
I haven't broke anything.
Really?
And I'm so scared of breaking something.
Yeah.
Knock on
It's-
wood, dude. Because I can't now that you said that, I'm like thinking, I'm like, I never thought how it like is or how it feels to not be able to like
It's
walk or like.
the weirdest.
Dude,
You
you
can't
don't
use a
realize how
limb or-
much you
Yeah.
want that bone.
Until you,
Until you
straight up.
break it.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, like I've had 6 broken bones and 2 of them were pinkies and 2 of them were toes,
I have
which are
fingers
so
too.
stupid.
No, but it's
But you don't realize like, oh, I can't even hold anything right now because my pinky
Like, if I
doesn't
lose
close.
this, I lose everything.
your right
Yeah.
hand, dude. I broke my fucking the wrist, this
really?
bone in my fucking hand. Broke.
Jeez.
Someone stepped on it when I was playing football.
I broke my wrist playing basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just immobilized, dude. You can't
Yeah.
use this fucking hand. So everything you do, you're showering like this. You're everything you do.
I remember I was in middle school and when a kid would break a bone, I'm like, dude, I'll break my bone. Someone do my homework. Remember that?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, why the fuck did I think that, dude?
no,
Dude,
no, no.
I was
Dumbest thing ever.
I was so weird
were
when I
a
was
kid.
little. I wanted to break. I was like,
Me
I wanna
too.
Cast.
Me too.
I was like, I want to cast. I want crutches.
I want everyone to
People
sign it.
Yeah. I was like, this would be so cool
Stupid.
if I do this. I'm
Then I
like,
was on crutches in school with a broken fucking foot, dude. Just in like every day, everyone had to carry my books, and I was just
Yep.
like, I'm a nuisance
Probably
to
feels
my
terrible.
friends. And
Yeah.
like, it sucks, you know.
shit's
It
like killing your pits. And stuff.
Yeah, dude, it just sucked. It was terrible. It was terrible. You got to get to class early because you're not going to make it by the
Yeah.
bell, dude. It was fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
Now I'm just like, if I can go 3 months without an injury,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, dude.
That's wild. What'd you do to your back?
I was playing
Yeah.
basketball. I went up for this crazy ass layup. I thought I was like Kyrie, dude. I was full speed.
like spinning 360, doing
Yeah,
a flip.
Actually, I wanted to dunk on this kid. I was running full speed on a fast break. I got the rebound. I took it the other way, and everyone was like tired, so they're hanging back except
Yeah.
one kid. He was like a bigger dude, and I was like, man, I got full speed. I'm just gonna jump and just try to fucking put it on him.
Yeah.
And he went like as if he was going to go up and block, And then the last second, he stopped and pulled back and ducked like this. So my fucking legs caught his back in midair. And I flipped in the fucking air, like a somersault in the air, and landed on my like hip, like my lower back hip, and on my side, and like smacked the ground. And I was like, oh, okay, don't move. But I was cool. I was like, I got up and I was like, okay, I'm okay. And I was like trying to move around. I was like, I'm fine, dude, I'm fine. I was pissed. So I just kept playing. And then I was running back and I took a step, like a hard step, and I tried to like shift my weight in the same spot. It was like someone shot me in the back, dude.
Oh my God.
And I just couldn't walk. I dropped to the floor and I was like, oh, my vertebrae's like out of place or something's wrong. Like I never felt pain like that before. My whole body like seized up, like a lightning bolt hit me. And I like couldn't even drive, dude. I got like carried into the car. I was like, I'm not going to the hospital. I was freaking out.
Yeah.
Like they're going to tell me I'm paralyzed or something.
Yeah.
So I lay out on the bed and Lena's like, you know, just trying to calm me down. I couldn't lift my fucking, I was like laid out and I couldn't lift my waist to even shift my weight. I couldn't move, dude. Yeah, like it hurt so bad. It was like an 11, dude. Yeah. I was sweating from the pain every time I would breathe the wrong way.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. This is not, and it made me think. I was just like, is this my life?
Yeah.
Like those thoughts passed through it. Yeah. And it's kind of dramatic, but like I really thought for a second, I was like, dude, I can't play basketball anymore. I can't drive a car. Yeah. I can't act. I can't see my friends. I like had these conscious ass thoughts. Like my life's different.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's different.
Because you don't know.
You don't.
Until you're like healed.
Dude,
you
just
don't know, man.
And dude, it was, and I remember I went to Blanda's going away, shout out Danny Blanda. His going away party. That's when I saw you and I was like, I was limping. Do you remember that? Oh, yeah. And I was just like getting my fucking ability to walk like somewhat normal again back. Wow. And it was like day 6 and I was like, it's crazy that my body recovered so fast. Yeah. And the doctor told me it was like a pinched nerve. Like, from when I fell, it kind of like pushed the vertebrae together. And then when I took that step, it like crunched on the nerve.
Jeez.
But it fucked me up, man. It fucked me up. And then it made me scared to play basketball again.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking you about your fears. Because like I had a huge fear of like even running, like moving, shifting weight like for basketball again.
That's what, I mean, you know, like you see these NBA players like Derrick Rose and Kawhi and stuff. And they're like, the team's like, you're ready to play. And they're like, no, I'm not.
Not yet.
No. And until you like go through the same thing where you're like scared to move. Because
you can't trust your body.
Yeah. You
can't physically trust your body.
Like I was told I can play basketball like December is the goal. But
are you going to be ready for that?
Like I don't know if I'm going to be too scared to go for a rebound or like, you know, body up against someone. Like I got to see what happens.
Yep. Yeah, dude. I hope I don't feel that.
What's crazy? The same thing happened to me.
Really? It did?
But in soccer. Oh. When I was goalkeeper, I was going. This was like semifinals. It was like high school, whatever league. I was going up for a ball, catching air. Kid under me just
undercut you.
He just went right underneath me.
Jeez.
And I fucking flipped on my back.
That person, what are you fucking thinking?
Yeah.
What are you fucking thinking,
dude? And I literally was laying. I couldn't fucking move. What is wrong with you?
Oh, man.
I think I have scoliosis. I had to go to a back specialist.
Did you really?
And I have scoliosis.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I have like
from that.
I think it's from like what else would it be?
Oh, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like I have.
Jeez.
That's true. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's weird. It was so weird going to like I had to go to like a chiropractic like back specialist, and I'm sitting there on like they have to like X-ray my whole back, and like you're just waiting to see what it looks like. Yeah, I've never seen my back before.
Yeah.
And like they put like these electric like node things on.
Yeah,
they're like I don't know doing something. They're trying to like massage it and stuff, and they get the X-ray thing, and like the lady turns it. It's like I just see a curve, like an S. Like you know you see like there was like your back is an S. It's literally like an S. I'm like, what?
How did I not know this?
I don't know.
You never said
soccer days, man. I'm scared.
You hide a lot of things from me.
I'm scared of it. There's a lot of scary things.
He hides a lot of things from me, dude. Does Ariel do this? Michael hides a lot of things.
Because I'm insecure and scared. All right. There you go.
Or you lie.
But they're coming out.
He was like,
they're coming out.
I can't.
No, don't say it. Because you're going to lie.
I'm not lying.
You're going to lie.
Am I not allowed to say it?
No, you can say whatever you want.
I was like, oh, you know, I was just asking about his day or whatever. And I was just like, so what do you got going on tomorrow? He's like, oh, I can't, you know, edit the podcast because this is my dad and
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything.
He's at work because I had my shoe, and I was like, okay, dude, whatever. I guess that's cool. And then I found out later, my man's in Brooklyn just fucking
No,
kicking
there's
it
no way.
near the West.
There's no way.
And he's like, doesn't say shit to me. But I found out through someone else.
Dude,
Damn.
there's no way. He
He's
found
like-
it from an Instagram story.
Yeah. I found out through an Instagram story. And it's like Mike
I'm
just
just
fucking
chilling,
in
like-
Brooklyn. Like, what's up? And I'm like, what the
Yeah, lie
fuck,
to your
man?
face
there's
and then
no
post
way.
about it.
Yeah, dude.
There's no way you asked me before, though. I don't remember that.
You didn't. The point is, you didn't even ask
come
me, bro,
on.
if I wanted to go with you.
Dude, I don't think you want to go.
Is that true? Is that true? Is that an honest
He didn't
statement?
want you cramping his style. Man.
Do you believe that? Look at him.
Oh, dude.
Do you believe that?
No.
He didn't
come
think I would
on.
wanna go.
I don't know what the
I
circumstance.
didn't
Like,
think you were. I didn't think the friends matched up. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I get
That's
that.
bullshit.
Next
I get
time,
that.
no,
That's
no,
bullshit.
No, next time I'll invite you for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I swear.
What if like you know you don't like those kids?
That's what I'm saying,
Say kids like we're not like
Yeah.
grown up
Fucking grown
adults.
men.
dude. You're like 20 years older than me. So like,
Damn. What does that make me?
Yeah, you're
Jeez.
fucking now. You're hurting him.
ah, shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's 6'6", dude. Back up.
Yeah, but you got the height. It's fine.
Hey,
Y'all both look like you're 20.
Thanks.
You said we look the same. You said we look the same again.
You
Yep.
got
Dave got married and he started getting browner.
I did, dude. How do you strive to be similar or different from your parents, Manu?
Oh man. Similar is easy. My mom's she's an artist.
So we're saying-
you know what I mean? Like she's an
You're-
she's
an
a creative artist.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
started
awesome.
her business.
That's where you
by
get it from.
herself.
That's where you get
so
it from.
like being a successful artist
Yeah,
is exactly what I want. And like defying the odds like the way she did.
Yeah.
And all that.
yeah,
Definitely that.
yeah.
That's how I want to be like. Different. Not pressure my kids into getting married so early.
You want to be hands off pop, but just like do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Dude, I mean, that's the thing we were talking about before with the cultural.
Yeah.
I
differences.
wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, this is a
Yeah, let's get into
perfect
that.
like time to go
Yep.
into it. Is like,
Segue.
shout out to Segways.
Shout out all Segways out there, the ones you ride and the
Exactly.
conversation.
Paul Bar
tools.
Mall But yeah, we were talking about like being first generation in this country and like being raised by parents that are bringing in their culture
Yep.
from their country
Yeah.
and raising their kids on the way they were raised. And like you spend half of your life at home with your parents and your family and the other half in school with American kids. And you're like in school learning like this is how things are done.
Right.
Then you go home and they're like, no, this is how things are done.
Yep.
And you're like, what am I supposed
do
to
I do?
believe?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have no idea what to do. And like there were so many times growing up where I'd like be embarrassed of my culture because I like didn't know how to explain it to my friends without thinking I
Yeah.
was like a loser or weird because I was different
Right.
from them, you know? And then like on top of that, you have your like you grow up and your parents are like, yeah, you got to do this or this as a career. You got to, and then once you figure that out, you're going to get married and then you're going to have
Right,
kids.
right.
And when you decide like, I want to do this instead, I'm going to put this off until this is figured out.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean?
You can't do that.
Like, no, this is how we did things back home.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you're raised to be a parent by your parents. And so like, I can't blame them for it. But at the same time, it's like, you decided to come here and raise a kid.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to like assimilate to this culture, this American culture
yeah.
also. Like, I didn't choose to be here and like deal with, but I'm grateful that I'm here.
Fuck
but
yeah.
at the same time, and I will say this, and my mom's very like,
Shout out, mom.
that's it.
First
Shout out,
Big
mom.
shout out,
yeah,
Mom.
shout out, mom.
Love you, mom.
Love you.
I'd say she's definitely more understanding than a lot of other like Indian parents
Yeah.
might be about that stuff. Or she'll still like subtly throw in things like, you know, when you get married, she do this. I'm like, what? When you do this,
She's hinting at
you know, when you have kids, I'm like, mom, please, I'm still learning how to do my dishes.
Yeah. When you have a
Yeah.
wife for that, it's gonna be
Yeah,
really
yeah.
great. Mom,
Yeah.
enough. Like,
Yeah.
stop.
She's like, she'll be thinking about moving. She's like, I was going to buy a house in this town because then, you know, your family could live there. I'm like, who said I'm going to live in Jersey?
She's planning for this big time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, she doesn't get mad if I say like,
She doesn't get mad.
you know, this is not what I want right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So she is understanding. I understand like from a parent's point of view, you're going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
In hopes of like your kids doing
Right.
what you want them to do.
Right, right.
But then when they like justifiably tell you like, well, this is my plan, they're like, okay. I get
Yeah.
it. You know?
It was justified, of course. Like, how can you say otherwise?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And even when I got into acting, at first she was like, because I went
When
from
did you get into acting?
after college, because I was pre-law in college.
Gotcha.
That's
And
a switch. Though.
yeah. And I went home and I was like, Mom, I want to try acting instead. She's like, what? And funny thing is, when my freshman year of college, she was like, you should take an acting class if you want to be a lawyer. And I was like, nah, that's stupid. She's like, no, for the courtroom, like, you know, if you know your client's guilty, like, you should be a good actor. And I'm like, nah, that's stupid. I don't want to take an acting class. Because I was always a kid that like walked in the hallways with his head down, sitting in the back of class, presenting last, all that. And then I'm like, Mom, I think I want to try acting. She's like, what did I tell you 3 years ago? I told you to take an acting class, right? And I'm like, yeah, you did.
You did, Mom.
And then like I interned at this law firm, and that's when I realized like, oh, this isn't what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I went and took this conservatory in the city after I graduated college. And I was like, yo, like my third weekend, I went home and I was like, Mom, this is the first time I actually enjoyed being in school. Wow. In like 22 years. Yep. This is my first time enjoying going to school. Yep. And like this was going from New Jersey to New York, and I'm like the first one there in class. Whereas I'm on campus, like 5 minutes away. My dorm is 5 minutes away from my building, and I'm like late or like, I don't need to go today. You know?
Yeah.
And
I know exactly
I think she saw like, oh, he's actually serious about this, you know?
She supported you.
Yeah. I was like, you can't not support me. You're a dancer. Like you,
True.
you know,
True, dude.
You went into the arts when people thought, and that was the thing, is like she moved here from India and people were like, you're going to fail. You're not going to be able to do anything as a dancer there, because it's like the 1980s where there's no Indians in America. And like, how are you going to teach dance if you have no one coming to you and just prove them wrong? So I was like, you did it.
Yeah.
Why can't I?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but she's very supportive. She comes to like my shows and is like, I saw this interview with this actor. You should check it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's that support, man.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, you were saying that you had the.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was like the work ethic. Like I realized like B's and A's, like that's all you're getting. You gotta see, like, you better be scared.
Is that how you were in school?
I was scared when that report card was going in the mail.
Oh my God.
And I knew I had to see. I'm not coming home.
Every mark
on my bus stop, I would walk around and be like, knock on someone's door, be like, hey, how's it going?
Yep.
Stay away for a little bit.
Yep.
And I finally get home and they're just sitting in there. And I see the envelope right on there. I'm like, oh no.
Dude. Oh my God. I'm getting like PTSD right now.
Yeah, man.
It was that severe.
Yeah. And I just have that pout, like, I'm about to cry. Man.
Dude, oh my God.
In math, always math.
Yeah.
Yo, Miss Dowling, fuck you.
No shout out.
No shout out, Miss Dowling.
No shout out, dog.
No shout
She
out.
gave me a
Couldn't make that.
79.9, dog.
Oh,
So
What kind of shit is
So get out of here.
man? Come on.
Dowling.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Kid's working hard.
But also with like, as I got into college and high school, and you just realize like some kids aren't raised the same way that you are, and like you always hear like when you're like group project, you got people, they don't do shit.
Yeah.
They're like looking at you like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, can I get your homework? Stuff like that. And like I'm always the one where like I have everything because I'm automatically doing it all.
Yeah.
Like I don't have that like thought of I don't care. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm just not gonna handle sin. Like I have everything, and then someone comes to me, and like a group project, I always like take the reins, even though I'm like the quiet person. Like if there's work in front of me, I'm going in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's 100%. Like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing me down, I'm gonna do your shit. All right. And I don't care. I don't care if your name's on it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. And also for like jobs and stuff too. It's just like the work ethic. It just like kills me. And I see other people around me, I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Some people not pulling their weight. I'm like, shit, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not good that I do like extra because I do other people's shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't get rewarded for it.
Right. You get no fucking love
I'm
for
like,
that.
God damn it. But
That's
then I feel
thankless.
unfulfilled, man.
Then you feel unfulfilled.
Yeah.
Then you're the empty one. And they're like, woo, Mikey did my shit.
Man. Yeah. It's weird, man.
That's tough, dude. Double-edged sword because you're getting shit done.
Yeah.
You're doing other people's work and you're breaking your back, you know?
And I think like because I would get rewarded when I work extra hard.
Yeah.
You know, from them.
Yeah.
You know,
From your
I think
parents.
that's where it comes from. Yeah.
Got you. Oh, dude, then that makes total
And I
sense.
see them work hard, like super hard, and I'm like, I have to work hard too. Yeah, so that's where it comes from.
Got you.
It's wild.
You got a tough family, dude.
Do you have anything from your parents that like something like that? I don't know how like if your parents came from somewhere else or not. Like
My dad's from like the hood in Patterson.
yeah, I mean that could be similar.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's just
in a lot of ways.
hard-working motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
made something out of himself from cockroach apartment, you know, with like
Yeah.
7 people. Like he's a hardworking dude. He always told me, like, I've said this before, but he just said, like, what you put in, you get back. Like, what you put in, you get back tenfold. So make sure you put in.
Yep.
And so that would always like ring in my ears. But then he led by example. Like, he just busts his ass, dude, every day. There can't be a light bulb out on like his property. Like, he'll fucking know it, and he can't sleep. Like, he's that kind of person. You know what I mean? I don't know for the question. Like, I mean, this question. How do I strive to be similar or different from my parents? For my father, I don't really know. I think similar. I just want to be able to. I think that the place that we were the same is like the way I like to take in people. He takes in people the same kind of way, where he's like, I'm gonna open my door to you, and like you could have everything. And like I think I do the same in a lot of ways.
Yeah, you do.
But it's a double-edged sword too, because you can get hurt and people can take things from you and whatever. But I do like the fact that I'm like that and like him in that way. Different as far as like enjoying what you got while you got it. Like he does that to an extent, but I think he just works so hard he can't like
stop and enjoy.
Stop and smell the roses. Yeah. Whereas I want to like do that as much as possible. Yeah. But not forget like there's more to do. But like in the moment while it's happening, like really just taking it and enjoy it. So I think that's how I'm different. I was with my mom this weekend this weekend, yesterday, and I was driving her. We had to go somewhere. It was like a little emergency, but all good. We're all good. And it was just me and my mom in the car, and we haven't like spent alone time in a while. So, she's in the back seat, like I'm chauffeuring her around, like driving Miss Daisy. It was great. And I'm playing like old songs that she used to like play for me when I was a kid, right? And I'd be in the back seat, like going to kindergarten. It was just me and her. And she'd play like Rod Stewart and like the song Maggie is like one of her favorite songs. And I would like I play that for her, and I was like, oh man, this is really cool. Like, I don't know, I was in a moment with my mom. I'm an adult. She's an adult, but like we were having this cool, like easygoing new phase of life experience together.
She used to be driving you.
Totally. And now she's in the back seat and I listen to the same song. And it was cool, man, to like drive my mother around, and she was really thankful and I was really grateful. It was a cool experience. But I think similar wise, my mom's like really like artistic, like your mom. Mm-hmm. It was never filtered into like dance or like any kind of art form. She was a beautician, so she would like cut hair. But she's just so artistic, like poetic, and she was like reading poetry I wrote, and she's like, she loved it. It's just really cool that we have like similar things, and I just never knew until like now I'm an adult, and I talk to her about acting and writing, and we read the same books, and like I'm like, oh man, we're really similar. Yeah. Whereas like when I was a kid, I was like, we're nothing alike. Like, but I definitely get that from her, and I think difference wise, I think my mom, I've said this before too, is a bit like emotionally like swingy, like hot one time and like cold in the next second, and I'm like, I'd like to be maybe not as quick tempered or like emotionally like or just fucking happy off the charts. And I just want to be somewhere in the middle there, have it all balanced a bit. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, but that's where I think I'm a little different or want to be different. I
was thinking about that too. It's like, I think the more and more I like keep like living, I realize I'm like turning into my dad. And it's wild because my brother's always like, you're just like dad, dude. You're just like fucking dad. And I'm like, no, I'm not, man. I'm not.
You could fight it.
But it's like, I realize it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. One thing I really like admire.
Shout out dad.
Big shout out dad and mom. I love you
and
guys. Mom. Big thing I admire from my dad is that I still want to like get from him or like be like him is like when shit goes down, like he knows what to do.
Gangster.
Just know what to do.
Yep.
There's no like question. It's like, boom, we're doing this. All right, it's done.
I love that.
That first instinct.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes something happens, like I'm good. Sometimes like something happens and I can't like control and I don't know what to do. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
Yeah, I saw when the fight happened, you were really good.
Yeah.
You kicked into like dad mode.
That's because I deal with that a good amount of time.
Yeah. But he just stepped in the middle
and I think that's what it is. It's just
he was like in between
experience.
Two crazy people.
That's what it is. I think just the experience.
Yeah.
He's gone through a lot of shit, you know?
Jeez.
With my mom, I feel like most of the stuff with my mom is a creative too, just like all of us.
That's wild.
I'm trying to think of something I think my mom is very, forgiving. You know, when things happen, even with family, like someone doesn't talk to her for a while, then and they like show up again, she'll kind of be like, all right, I understand. Like, kind of, and not really like be like, you know, no, fuck you. Yeah. Like that kind of thing. And I think like I can be standoffish like that.
Okay.
If someone fucks me over, I'm like, you're done. Forever. It's over. Even if it's little or big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I want to get from her.
Yeah.
I'm so interested to see like where we'd all be in like 10 years. Right?
And
That's a
like
good question.
That
parents
sounds wild,
like,
man.
have to go through all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, when you have a kid, like, the shit that I did, like, I don't know, when I think about the things that my parents, I had to put them through, it's like, I don't know what my kids are doing.
Dude, I was, it hit me like this summer and I got like emotional thinking about this stuff because like my parents, my dad, I forgot to talk about the similarities. And differences. Similarity, which I think I'm same thing where like I see myself as my dad in a lot of ways.
Really?
Where I think I got his sense of humor where like he was always sarcastic and like pranking people and stuff like that.
Wow.
So like, and like he did stuff that I'm just like, that was genius.
Yeah.
You know, like he took it to an extra next level type of thing. Where like this dude, I'll tell you one quick story is this dude, he embarrassed my dad in front of company one day by trying to like put my dad down in front of this guy that he was trying to impress. It's like this guy that came from India. He was like this successful dude. I don't know like what he did, but like he was just like this guest of honor, I guess, at my uncle's house. And this other guy that was there put my dad down in front of him. But the other guy actually liked my dad because my dad was the only one that was being real with him, wasn't trying to impress him, whatever. So my dad, this was like before caller IDs and like cell phones and all that stuff. Basically imitated that guy from India's voice, called this dude and said, I'm in Queens right now. Come pick me up. I want to go through New York. Whoa. Dude went from South Jersey to Queens and just like waited outside the apartment for an hour. And again, no cell phone.
Wow.
No caller ID to know who called. And he goes back and like the next week they are all at my uncle's house again. And the guy's like flipping out. He's like, you know, he called me to take him out and like he never came down, like blah, blah, like going off about the guy.
He's popping off.
And my dad uses the voice and starts talking behind him. Oh man. And the guy was like, what? And my dad starts laughing. And like everyone knew like my uncle and my mom knew about this and they're all laughing and he's flipping out. He's so pissed off.
Yeah.
But like my dad made the dude drive like an hour and a half and wait outside for an hour.
That's a funny
just because he made fun of him in front of the
dude, I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
But like that,
That's what you get though.
Yeah. So like
it's creative.
Like the pettiness behind it. Oh my God. I feel like I got that from my dad.
Your dad's a big prankster.
Yeah. What I want different, I don't know. I mean, there were definitely like, without diving into it, there are definitely things that I would want different that I think my dad would have liked to have done different. But I was saying before, like I was thinking about the fact that my parents had me when they were like 24 and 27 or something like that. I don't know the exact math, but like I was 29 and 24. But I was 4 years old. My dad was my age.
Whoa.
And I like definitely took my dad for granted, I think, while he was around. And I was like, he had a 4-year-old kid in a country that he didn't know. He like didn't speak great English. My mom spoke better English than he did, but they were working like 5 jobs between the two of them at the same time all the time. Like my dad would be like delivering newspapers at like 5 a.m. and then go to his 9 to 5 after that.
Holy shit.
And my mom is like working 2 retail jobs at the same time. They're like just to live in this apartment with their kid.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I have everything. I'm in a country where I know everything.
Yeah.
I've like been raised in this system, I guess we can call it. And I still don't have my shit together as much as they did. Like at least like, you know, like, it blows my mind to think about the fact that like this guy who I thought like, you know, he could have done better. I was like, dude, he had so many responsibilities. And I think about like how they had all these jobs and like they didn't really have any money. They literally came here with like $23 or something like that. Like they were that story, you know? And Then I think
they met in India.
in India. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they got married there, and then moved here like a year later or something.
Got
like
you.
that. But like I think about it, I'm like, they definitely had to have like skipped meals so that I could eat,
Right. Oh, my
just
mom
so they
just
could
told me that.
afford to do that. And like my mom would
so
tell me how like
Whoa.
Pathmark was 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
So when I started crying in the middle of the night, like 1 a.m., that's when they decided to go to Pathmark, because they didn't have time during the day to go to the grocery store. So like we went at 1 a.m. just so we can stop you from crying and we can actually get groceries for the house.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah.
That like this is the stuff you were doing in your 20s.
In your 20s. Yeah.
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 And
I wasn't ready for that in my 20s.
yeah, that's why probably like when we, you know, we're like, yeah, like you guys, you know, different times and stuff like that. That's probably why they think that. You know what I mean?
of course.
Like you don't understand what we went
Yeah,
through. Like
man.
you're so lucky compared to us, and we're just like,
Yeah.
I always try
Yeah,
to
you
think
don't-
about that, man.
yeah,
It's rough.
yeah.
It's easy to forget, though.
And they're always like, you'll know when you're a parent.
Yeah.
Yes.
You will, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can't argue it. I'm like, you're probably right.
Yeah, dude. Because it's no
For
longer
sure.
your own, like the way we live now is like it's our own. We do what we want when we want.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And we survive
It's
for
like
ourselves.
so much more like liberal now, and like
Totally.
colleges that are like you can create your own major. The
Yeah.
hell is that? You know, like that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's a different time.
Oh, it's so weird to think about for a second.
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
right. Man, shout out to parents.
Yes, big
Right?
shout out to parents.
We
We
be without you,
Sacrifices, man.
Yeah.
immigrant parents too, for real.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like crazy.
Shout out. Big time.
That's what our country's made of.
Straight up.
For sure.
It's insane.
Straight up.
Yo, let's get to some of the questions we got from everyone.
You
Yeah,
said
yeah,
Ariel
yeah.
had
So
some
Ariel has
questions
about 30. So I just want to
Of
get
course.
to them. a
I
little bit
love you, Ariel.
quicker.
We're each other's number one fans.
You guys, it's bromance, dude.
I walk into bars with him, and I'm like, Ariel's been on 3 shows on HBO this year. He's been on HBO more than
This
anyone
wingman?
else in the world. Oh my god, yo, ask Ariel. I'm the best
love it.
wingman ever. I just shout stuff out,
I love it.
just like pumping him up.
Yeah.
and he gets so
There's
embarrassed.
nothing better than a great wingman like that, dude.
I could never do it for myself. I
Yeah,
could never
yeah.
like talk about myself in any way or be like have any
Yeah, same
confidence
here.
in like
Yeah.
Same here.
being like approaching someone. But I'll be like, my friend Ariel here.
That's the best.
He's single.
on
He's
3
on the
shows
market.
on HBO.
Yeah,
and you
dude.
can catch him
You
naked
gotta
on
do that to me,
Showtime.
dog.
So
I do that to you all the time.
Yeah.
I do that to you all the time. Yeah, right. Fuck. Okay.
you got to
So-
invite him out.
And
then he can do it for you.
That would really work, dude.
Let me just
Yeah, thank you.
instigate real quick.
I love it.
Mona's had my back this whole podcast. So he said, ask him how he's adapted his auditioning technique to cater to what he's given and limited to, and how he makes the best of it for himself.
Say that one more time.
How do you adapt the auditioning technique that to cater to what you're given and limited to, and how do you make the best of it for yourself?
I mean, most recently there's the whole shoulder thing, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
he
like,
says that about the
yeah.
shoulder too.
So it was extremely tough at first, and I told like my manager, I was like, I can't audition for this long because I can't even like raise my right arm right now.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like, I can hide it for certain things. You know, like if it's like commercial stuff or something like that where I don't have to do a whole lot of moving around, then like I can pull it off.
yeah,
And I wouldn't really say anything until it came up.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
It's like if they need me to do something, be like, oh, by the way, my right arm doesn't work.
I can't use it.
Yeah. I'd say the toughest thing that like toughest thing to like have to deal with is
That's the next question.
the ethnicity
Oh,
and the height.
oh,
Those are the 2 things where like I can't hide them
Yeah.
ever. You know, like
Yep.
acting, you could be on or off as long as you work on your craft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like, you got to know if you're made for that role.
Yep.
But like, if it's something as simple as like, we really like this person for this role that you're opposite of, and we like you and this other person about the same, but that person's like 5'11", and it just makes more sense for them to be in it. I'd be like, lost an opportunity.
Because you're right.
Yeah. And then like ethnicity wise, it's like, it's getting a little bit better, but we're still like far behind with like South Asian representation.
For sure.
Most of the time I don't even get like, I get like Middle Eastern auditions more than I get like Indian auditions.
Right.
And I don't really look that
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
But I'd say those are the two biggest like hurdles to jump, which you can't really like get around.
Yeah.
They're just there.
Right.
You know. But
Yeah.
I was talking and I had a conversation with Jim actually. Shout out Jim. Cause he's like about my height.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what do you do?
Is he taller than me?
I think so. How tall are you?
6'3"?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah. You're like, all right, fine.
I feel like okay. All right.
I don't know, stand next to him.
Yeah. We'll measure it out.
Size them up.
Exactly. Size him up.
Yeah. You were talking.
But yeah, because I had just done a play that he saw, and I realized that I was like either slouching or sitting down to like make up for the height difference between like the second tallest person was like 5'10", I guess. So I caught myself like doing that over and over, and I was like, "What do you do?" Because you're in theater and film, like, what do you do to not think about your height or like not try to hide it? And his advice was like, they didn't cast you not knowing how tall you are.
They cast you knowing exactly
So just
how fucking tall
be there, do your own thing.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about
That's
your height. That's
good.
especially with film, like they have to worry about that.
Yes. Yep.
You don't. You just have to go do your job,
Yeah.
and that's it. And I was like,
And they're putting the other motherfucker on an Apple box. Dude, at the end of the
straight
day.
up.
And that's what's happening.
Dude, the amount of actors I've heard that like need Apple boxes or like angles to work for them, I'm just like,
I've run into the crouch technique where like sometimes I have to like spread my legs out and like kind of
really?
dip. Oh yeah, into frame. So like a frame is fitting a certain
never
way.
had to do
Instead
that.
of putting the person on an Apple box, sometimes like I've had to
jeez.
get the old tripod stance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kick it out.
Damn.
It's weird.
How do you act that way?
It's weird.
Like,
You have to justify.
do you get out of
like,
character?
Yeah, for a second, you're in your head. Like right away, I'm in my head. If like I'm like.
Yeah. Pretend you're sitting on a stool.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
dude, it's a weird, not like sitting, but like you're just lowering yourself for like a frame.
Yeah.
That's not good direction, and you know,
It's not. It's. I worked on a project last year, web series, John Brothers Gym.
Shout out.
And our DP Reed, shout out to Reed.
Shout out.
He was on the next level. He like he stood on a box, and then he had these like platform shoes that had like 7-inch heels on them.
Wow.
And he put those on so that he can get
You're right.
level with me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck yeah. That's
was
what you
like,
gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like let the actor act.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let everyone else do what they're supposed to do.
Make the frame happen, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the most
I don't know
important
what I'm talking
thing,
about, but
the
that's,
most
that
important,
sounds right.
no, the most important thing is because that's what's going on the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And like the people behind can be doing whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
They don't.
It's not going to really take them out of it.
what
Yeah.
the DP's standing on. Like
Yeah.
no one cares.
Doesn't matter.
Just get the shot right.
Some books on the ground.
But like they got you doing a split.
Yeah,
And
dude.
then having to get like emotional about something while you're standing in a split, and that other person has to take you seriously.
I
while
think
you're
that's
standing
wrong.
like
Yeah.
that.
So it didn't feel right. I'm
Yeah.
sure. This was a while back, but it didn't feel
When
right.
they're just
Yeah.
like, so, can you just crouch a little bit?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what?
It's
odd,
That takes
man.
you out.
And
It's
Jim
odd.
was even saying when he was on the show, he was like, yeah, the DP would be like, oh man, you're really tall. Right when they're about to do like a close up shot. It's like, takes you right out of
Takes you right out of it.
Yeah.
Because
takes
now
you right
you're
out of
back to like who you are.
I want to say this too real quick. Sorry, everyone, we cut in.
Yeah.
What we were talking about before about height and like the self-consciousness, right? Like when we walk into a room, you're like, oh, you could feel if a guy's like sizing you up because of your height. Isn't that weird? Like you're taller than I am, but like I'm pretty tall too.
Yeah.
Like I walk into a room and like I'm usually one of the taller people.
Yeah.
Some men specifically will like not like that.
No. No.
You have no say over.
Dude, I've never been in a fight in my life. And I'd walk into like in college, I'd walk into like clubs or something like that. And I'd just see like a bunch of dudes
Just looking.
looking at me. And
That's
I'm literally
wild.
walking around with 2 fists.
Wow.
2 fists
Just
just
in case.
waiting.
Yeah.
Just in case someone wants to say something.
Yeah.
But like I'm not that person.
Yeah.
But this many people are looking at me and they like know each other.
It's a thing you don't have any control
Yeah,
over.
and I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm
Yeah.
literally just walking through here. I'm not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm with my friends.
Yeah.
I'm not offending anybody. I'm just existing.
But it comes out of their self-consciousness about their height, self-consciousness about their height.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like your actual height.
Nah,
it's like them comparing themselves to you. You know,
which isn't
like still
cool.
Like,
we didn't do anything to get
fucking
height. Like,
yeah.
I can understand being jealous of someone like for their talent.
Yeah,
you know, like
or even
someone
height
who's
in like a sport or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I remember when I was goalkeeper, I was like, damn, I want to be fucking.
Yeah. Even that's kind of, I feel like, playful, but sometimes there's genuine like someone doesn't like you because
like it affects the way they treat you.
Yeah,
crazy.
100%.
Yeah,
that's wild.
I don't know. I want to bring.
I'm the perfect height, so
You're the perfect.
You're the perfect everything.
6 foot. 6 foot, dog.
There it is.
It's perfect, dude.
You're just perfect.
Just grow out that beard, bro.
You're missing one thing. Facial hair.
So he asked, he just missing one.
Don't judge me for who I am.
No, bro, I'm not judging. No judgment zone. He said, how has he worked around the auditioning with an injury? So you brought that up already.
Yeah.
And what advice would he give other actors on how to move forward with representation if you're hurt or recovering?
With representation, I mean, you just got to be honest with them and tell them, like, hey, I'm going into surgery this day.
Yep.
I'm definitely not going to be able to audition or work up until this day. And after that, I'll update you on it. What was the second part?
How do you move forward if you're hurt or recovering? How to move forward with representation if you're hurt or recovering? That was the question.
Okay. And if you're, I'll tell them like, hey, listen, I'm still hurt. I'm still going through physical therapy, but I can do this and this. That's as far as I can go.
Yep.
If they need me to do like some sort of like heavy lifting thing, no, I can't do it.
Yep.
Because if they find out in the middle, it's
you're
like,
fucked.
That makes them look bad.
at least like before they can maybe like, manage to switch some things around.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it
Because
work.
you want to get in front of casting directors, and if the audition is me sitting in a chair, going back and forth with you, like even if I don't get this role, by the time you do want me to come in for something else, I might be fully healed by that time.
Yeah.
And like now,
For sure.
But you don't like miss out on opportunities because you have something going on that they can't see. But if I'm in a sling, then I can't really hide. What's going on with me. But you just got to be honest with them. They're more when you're open with them is when they're like, okay, at least this guy's taking care of stuff. I actually got an audition. I told a manager about my injury, and then I got an audition the day after my surgery. I was on my way to surgery, and he's like, "You got this audition?" I was like, "I can't do it."
Fuck.
And he's like, "Oh man, okay."
Yeah.
But like he understood because I told him beforehand, so he wasn't like upset or like hit out of the blue with this.
Yeah.
So I'd say just be open about it. I mean, we're humans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like, it saves
people
face
get
too,
hurt.
because if you lie, then it's like,
then you look like shit.
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
gonna end well. It's
like
never
you
gonna
got hurt. What do they expect you to do?
Yep.
you can't do
that's
anything
life.
All right, and the last thing from Ariel was he said, what is his process on breaking down sides, and how does he find it different than preparing for a role? And is there anything specific that helps him prepare for sides and be ready for a self-tape and showing up on a set?
Jesus.
Yeah, that's tough.
Can we go one by one here?
Okay. What's your process breaking down sides?
Read the whole thing.
He wants to know your whole fucking
right?
process.
What is he like writing a book?
Yeah, maybe, dude.
Like steal all this information. First thing is reading the whole thing without like breaking it down one by one. Just read the whole thing and imagine what's going on throughout the story.
You have that artistic vision of it first.
Like you watch the movie or playing out in front of you with you in it. And then you go into it, breaking it down, and then you start filling out who everyone is to you, where you are, what the circumstances are. But then like depends on, like if it asks for an accent, then you gotta like pull that into it somewhere. If it asks for you to play something that, if it's like you're playing a guy in his early 30s who's, who loves playing basketball and it's a comedy, I'll be like, all right, I don't have to do as much work on this as like, all right, you're going to play Martin Luther King now.
Yeah,
good luck. It's like, well, I might have to work on this a little harder.
And how do you find it different than preparing for a role? I mean, you're kind of getting into it now.
Yeah, I mean, preparing for a role, again, there's the difference of like how close you are to the character. So how much work you have to do on being in the character. And then also if the role is like someone who goes through a journey, the sides have one journey that you're going through, but not all of them. So now you're preparing for every journey that you have to go through as that character, you know, and you're filming like, I don't know, one day you're going through heartbreak, another day you're having the best day of your life, the other day you're proposing, the other day your best friend, something bad happened, you know, like, so like, it's just obviously a lot more work because you're preparing for the whole thing, but it also fills out who you are as a person when you get the whole script.
Right.
Whereas like the sides, it fills out who I am that day.
Yeah. Word up.
I kind of wanted that. That's actually an interesting question. I never thought about it because when I was like writing sides and stuff for my film, I found it like difficult to like, because I feel like as an actor, you're kind of trying to condense your like process into like these small roles, and to write a good part for that, I feel like it's very difficult, you know? So would you say you're trying to like condense your whole, like how you take a actual role and like actually preparing for that and try to do it like in the more like compact way? Or, cause I feel like what I'm trying to get is like, are you trying to do like, cause obviously like sides and stuff, it's like an audition, it's quicker, you know, it's like you got a chance. Are you trying to like kind of play to, you know, the director's kind of, well, maybe this would like catch them or make them want me because of this?
That's a good question.
Or are you just doing like what you are?
I mostly do what I am.
Yeah.
I don't try to do it compact. It's just that when I do get sides, if the sides give me a lot, then I'll do everything that it gives me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to compact that, but like, again, you'll get sides and it's just like male 30s, lives in this place, he works here. You're talking to your best friend and that's it. You don't really know anything else about what's going on. You don't know what just happened before this. You can make it up and you can bring something different than other people did because like you made this creative decision.
Yeah.
Or like if it's something that you can't fully relate to, like what do you compare it to with your process? And like I definitely bring myself into it because I think it's the only way to make it completely unique from everyone else. Whereas I think everyone else plays, not everyone, but like most people just play the idea of what they think the director wants to see.
Yeah.
But like, if you can bring in something, even if it's not bringing in yourself, but something that you're just confident in, that's what they want to see. You know, you need to have that it factor of like, you know what, I want to watch a whole movie or show about this one person, but like everyone else, not really, because they just played an idea of what it is. You know,
Cool.
It's fucking night and day when you see it too.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Answer all of it.
The process. I did the same thing.
Well, the thing that Mike just brought up.
Oh, about just the sides in general.
Compacting.
Because I saw like sometimes people walk in, they're just like, they go all out. You know, they think like, you just want to see like them go 120%.
Yeah.
You know, just freak out.
Yeah. You take what's given to you. So you take those sides.
Yeah.
And like you just said, it's what is on the paper that is required. Like what do they give? And if it's nothing, then it's going to be choices that I've made that make sense to me. That you know, feed this little chunk of a story that I can do. So it's going to be Dave. And then if it's more character elements and stuff like that, you build it in as quick as you can and as full as you can, and then you do the thing that's required of you to do. So it's still going to be Dave, just a little more, you know, different choices that I have to. I feel like I have to do.
Yeah.
But it's always just a big swing. You know, every fucking time it's got to be like, oh, this is an opportunity to act. That means I'm going to do a thing for real. That means I'm going to connect to whoever's in front of me, and that means I'm doing it once and that's it.
Yes.
This is one time only.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And like if you have someone come in, you can give them a direction. You know, like if they didn't bring enough energy, or if they came in there going like Chris Farley, you like bring it down half.
Yeah.
And then see,
give you a pacing note or something.
Yeah, you know, like bring it to this, or like
that's when it becomes.
Let's say you're going through this right now, and let's see what you do. There.
That's good.
Because what you did bring to it isn't exactly what we were looking for, but we do like this part of you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I've gotten that. I'm sure like every actor gets that note of like go faster or go louder.
Love what you're doing.
More energy, or just
like yeah.
Look over here when you're doing it. You know, all that stuff.
It's weird. Those rooms are weird. when you get a note like that. But it's just you got to roll. That's part of being an actor. Is you got to roll with it. You have to just fucking roll with it. You have to run full speed with it.
Yeah.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball. You know, you can't think. You can't think. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
And you'll find a way to justify it if you're open to it. If you're relaxed. If you're like in the moment. You'll find a way. You'll find a way to like take their note. And some you're gonna get, and some you're gonna blow. But like big swings, I think is the key.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever go to an audition and like hear the person
before you?
There? Yeah. And like you're just like, I did not read these sides like that at all. It's like I'm telling a completely different story than this person's telling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went through that like a month ago, where it was like an audition as an EMT, and I was an EMT when I was in high school and college. Well, not an EMT, but like I was a volunteer at the first aid squad. So I was like the step below the EMT, but I was like riding the ambulance, going on all the calls and all that. Yeah. And the guy before me is like screaming, and like I can understand. It's like an emergency situation,
dramatic,
right?
Yeah.
So I can understand in general, like someone being like all frantic, whatever, right? But then he's like screaming, and they have him do it like, all right, do it 3 different times. Back, like one after another. No. They were just like, just do it 3 times in a row in different ways.
Okay.
Right? But just keep going.
Yeah.
And I just hear him like scream. and I wasn't even like, what the hell is he doing? Because like he read it the way he read it.
That's his way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I went in and and this was like while like pretty recent after the injury. So like the guy asked, I was wearing this button up and he's like, all right, can you just wear like the undershirt? I'm like, hurting my shoulder or whatever. I told him whatever. He's like, oh man, I forgot, we started talking about the injury, but somehow it led to me saying that like I used to work at a first aid squad and like I know this role. Yeah. And he was like, oh, so like what would an EMT do in this situation? Because it was like getting this person out. And I was like, well, they got to be really calm. Yeah. Because if I'm not calm, then the person's not calm. Right. And like the people with them aren't calm. Yeah. If I'm going crazy, then they're crazy. Fucking, you know, like you got to act like, I mean, not act, but like you have to know exactly what's going on. It's
behavior thing. Yeah.
And he's like, oh. And I'm like, has everyone been coming and going crazy in here?
It's like, why didn't we think of this?
Yeah. I was like, there's no way I could have been the only person.
You might have, man.
I mean, I didn't book it, so apparently not.
Oh, maybe that's
or they just weren't looking for it. Yeah. And that's the thing is like, the other guy could have gotten it because they wanted someone that was like over the top. Yeah, you don't know what they're looking for, which goes back to like just bring in yourself and the way you read it. And if that's what they're looking for, then awesome.
That's when you walk out and you're just like, exactly. That's when you walk out with that feeling. Shout out Nikki Craven. He had an audition. He said he felt the same way today. Yeah. When you walk out and you're like, I gave him a piece of me, man. Yeah. And it's honestly, I understand if they go another way because I'm not right for it. Yeah. But I know I gave a piece of me at least so they know who I am. And, you know, best of luck. Like if it's not me, you know what I mean? Yeah.
If I made a good impression on the casting director, just in general, I leave happy. Yeah. Because they're going to keep casting stuff. Right. And they're going to keep calling you in. Right. Because they're like, you know what, this person was actually a good actor. He just wasn't right for that. Yeah. And so they keep calling you in for different things until something. I actually just spoke to an actor who's on a show right now on CW, and he was like, this casting office called me in 7 different times. Wow. And I finally got a role on the show as a regular because they liked him, but they were just like,
not right yet.
Yeah. Like, you're not right for this role. Yeah. But I know you're right for something. Yeah. 7 times. And then now he's like a regular. Like, go in there just to make, like, to impress them with what you do. That's it. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm not right for this role. I don't even want to go for the audition. Like, I
got to get this right. Like, there's no get it right.
Like, I've definitely gone for so many auditions where I'm like, I got to do this accent. Like, I'm not good with this. Yeah. But, you know, if I can at least convince them that, like, I'm good at something with this, then, like, they'll bring me in for the guy that speaks regular English.
That's right. Yeah. The guy regular English.
Indian guy from Jersey.
Dude. That regular English.
Oh, that was fucked up. All right. The guy that speaks like this.
English.
The Jersey English.
Yeah, the right way.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. No, I'm just playing.
Speak proper English.
Speak proper. You wanna?
Dude, I actually don't. I don't know where my phone went. So.
What are you talking about?
I don't know where it went.
Mike. It's over there. Oh, damn. I'll read the question for you. This mic is tripping. So this is from Katie Barbary Louder.
Shout out Katie Barbary Louder.
Shout out Katie Barbary Louder.
Wait, she's not allowed. She won't take his last name.
Sorry.
Just Katie Barbary.
Sorry. Katie Barbary.
No Louder.
No Louder. 2 bars, 2 E's.
You know who wears the pants in that relationship.
Oh, easy.
I love you, Adam.
That's going to cause some problems.
But I heard all the things you were saying to my boy last
he's got
week.
my
I
back.
got to defend him.
I didn't tell him to say that either, dude. He's just
No, not at all. You typed it to me.
I didn't do that. That's
I mean, just kidding.
She said, ask how we honor a truthful way of working in a world who is rewarding the false and fake on every platform. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
she went for the throat, dude.
Jesus.
How do you do it, bro? How do you honor a truthful way of working in a world who rewards the false and the fake on every platform? Wow. Fuck yeah.
Jeez.
How do you
Indie movies. No, I'm just kidding.
watch a lot of indie movies?
Yeah.
How do you work in that way? How do you do it? How do you navigate?
I don't know.
How do you
man.
keep your honor?
Basically, how do you not become a sellout, right? It's tough. I mean, there's still beautiful work out. I mean,
There is.
Joker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at Joaquin Phoenix. Like he's not
so
sold
good,
out.
Mike.
I mean,
He's so good.
that's a once in a lifetime actor.
Straight up.
But like
Straight up.
at the same time, it's possible
Yeah.
not to.
Yeah.
It's probably a lot harder because people would rather watch like explosions and
Yeah.
crazy stuff like that.
Well, coming up the way we come up, like in the field we're in and the stage we're in now,
Yeah.
like talking about these casting directors getting in rooms and stuff. You know, you look in, like we were talking about, you're in the room and like people are texting before they go into their audition,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, this is just a job for you. This
Yeah.
is just like, oh, I want to book this.
Yeah.
And then my career, yay. And like I don't know, I'll speak for myself, but like, I'm not going to the room saying like, I just want this job, man. Like, please, I hope this casting director remembers me because that means then, you know, I got a better chance. And I'm not thinking about that stuff in the moment. I'm thinking like, oh, I need to do this and this, and this is where I'm coming from, and this is where I'm going.
Yep.
And here's my preparation. I'm going.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just fucking swing.
Exactly. There's still casting directors out there that want the
I'm
truth.
not trying to poo-poo on casting directors.
Yeah,
either,
exactly.
dude. I'm not
Like,
trying to shit on casting directors.
There's still good
There are.
stuff being produced
There are.
out there.
There are.
You know, it's
Truly.
and I think it's kind of coming back that way.
Yeah.
Because it's for the first time being called out now that like things are, you know, it's not just about looks or whatever, or like who you know. And there's so many new faces coming out. So many, like, you watch these shows like these new Netflix shows that everyone's like addicted to.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like they have some great
They do.
performances going on.
People
in there.
you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
You know?
So like it's out there.
Yeah.
You just gotta find it. You know,
And not sacrifice the
and,
way you're doing.
Yeah, don't. I mean, if it hurts you to sell yourself out, then don't sell yourself out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, be cool with it. I mean, you could spin it another way and say, I'm not selling out. I'm just like this. I want to work in this way because I feel like I got a better chance.
Yeah.
And like, do your thing.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
Like, do your shit.
I mean, I'll honestly, like, the people that can like adjust to that stuff. Cool, you're working.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuck
like,
yeah.
You're right. Like, it's not necessarily selling out, but like if you want to stay true to yourself and work on stuff that you can like proudly say like, check this out.
Yeah.
Like, watch this in 100 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude,
like,
I do.
It's there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Aaron was talking to me about that. Shout out to Aaron again. He's like, I was telling him about my struggles with like, you know, getting into rooms. And like, I'd gotten into rooms a bunch like last year. I was like in a lot of rooms. And then it kind of died out. I was like, oh, fuck, man. Like, I was kind of stressing at the time. I'm like, career's not happening. You know, is it me? Like, am I just a shitty actor? He's like, dude, you're not a shitty actor. He goes, like, I've seen what you can do. I believe in you, like, truly. Because there's so much shit that's out of your control. Like, don't sacrifice who you are for what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't do it. Like, because you clearly don't want to do that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's the part I struggle with is, like, I don't want to, like, ham it up. For like a type, or like oh, you're the crazy one in this scene, so be the crazy one right now. And I'm like, but crazier. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can't justify that. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, they want to see the truth come out of you.
Yeah.
Whether that truth is like the truth that you offer, or the truth is like the fake Hollywood truth that people want to call it. Like that's still their truth.
Yeah.
You know, they made it their truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, I want, like I said, the thought, I want to sign like a paper to myself, like a contract saying like, and that's what I feel like I have done is like, career may never happen. Like in the way, like I hope it will, and be able to buy my mom the house and all this stuff. But at least like I know, but like by the time I look back on it all, like I close my eyes and like for the last time I'll be like, oh, you did it the way you wanted to do it. You didn't cut corners, and you didn't do it for another person's gain. You did it for yourself and the way you chose to do it. And I think like I can honestly like sign at this point in my life, sign that contract, you know, looking forward and saying like, what if you don't have all the things you wanted to have for your family and to support your friends through this process and like to bring us all, it may not happen. And like, if it doesn't happen, at least I can look back and say like, well, at least I didn't do it a way I didn't find truthful to myself, or like a way that I did it for another reason other than like, this is how I love to do the thing. This is the regard I hold it in. Yeah. And like if I can do it in that way forever, even if it's like this big of a scale, you know, a play for 30 people to come see on a Sunday, like I'll do that.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's really important. Like that idea of being truthful and like trusting like what you want, what you're doing is what you want to do. Yeah. And that's how you want to be successful.
It's art.
And
that's how you should do it as an artist.
And doing that in tandem, I think with the question, it's kind of like almost like, how do you survive in this world?
How do you survive?
You know what I mean?
How do you survive?
And I think that being truthful in tandem with appreciating every person that you reach and actually getting that back is enough.
Totally, man.
For sure.
Totally. When the mind goes, I think, to the other thing, the career side of things, you know, when I'm stressing about, when I was talking to Ariel about, like, you know, I don't have a manager right now. Like, I'm kind of between agencies and like, fucked and like a lot of senses and career-wise. And like, if I start thinking that road, I'm like, oh, it's never going to happen, though. And then I forget about the people whose lives have been like, even minusculely like impacted by what I've done with my expression, like my in his story, and the people that have come up to me and said like thank you, or would have told me their stories and like been moved by shit that I've been able to do, and I've been lucky to do. I forget about that shit. I take it for granted when I'm like, I just need to get in a room, man. I just need to be casting something, bro, because I need to make this amount of money by this year, and I need to get in the union now, because if I don't, then it's gonna be another year, and then I'm getting older, and I'll go crazy, and then I forget why I'm doing the thing I'm doing. It was never for the money in the beginning. It was for I said something, I expressed the truth, and that moved you. What is that? I want to do more of that. You know. And
we're in a world where literally every other art form, or not art form, every other like career is not about that. No. Right? It's the dollar figure first. And then everything else. And so like you're around all your peers who are like your age, but they're, you know, quote unquote more successful than you are at this point. Right. And so you start comparing yourself.
Right. That's the death of it.
Or you compare yourself to other actors that are your age or younger, and they're killing it. You're like, why am I not killing it? You know? And then you're like, do I have to sacrifice my truth? Because my truth hasn't gotten me anywhere.
Right. Yeah. You question.
You're like, no, you don't. You just, it's a lot about timing. Yeah. And who sees you and like just what clicks. You know what I mean?
It makes you ask the question when you're starting to do those comparisons of like, you know, you're looking at other people and you're starting to bury yourself, you know, in this way of thinking. You're like, you have to ask yourself the question, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be at the end of the day? When I do look back, like, who do I want to be? And the successful part of the thing, you can't say for sure, like, is going to happen. You have no control. You have zero control over that. The thing you have control over is you can tell a story. You can tell it in a way that is true to you. Yeah. If this is the paintbrush you want to use for your painting, like, use it. Yeah. That's your way of painting. It's expression, you know? If I work in this way, because that's what I believe I want to do, then I'm going to do that. Yeah. And if no one gives a fuck, then no one gives a fuck. But if someone does, like, cool. And it is all about, like, sometimes it's timing, and sometimes it's someone sees you, remembers you, and then says, hey, you come in for this thing. And, you know, there's so many, there's a million ways it could happen. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is, like, for that question from Katie, like, stick to your paintbrush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if that's the paintbrush you want to express this painting with, this life painting, like with your art, that's the one you should keep using. If that's what you believe you want to use.
Yeah.
It's your painting.
Yeah.
You know,
I like that.
fuck yeah. That's it. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
On my strongest days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weaker ones. I'm
Exactly.
like, oh, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to sacrifice that
Definitely
to
not.
Yeah.
go into what the fake
Yeah.
stuff.
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
it's out there, and like, you know, there's filmmakers out there that see stuff like that.
Our favorite ones see stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly, yeah.
You know, the ones that stick around are the ones that are like, you know what, I put my heart into this, and I see that this person's putting their heart into this, into what I wrote.
Yeah.
Like that's who I want.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and so it's still out there. It's just,
Yeah.
I feel like you got to look for those things.
That's
Those
right.
aren't thrown in your face
That's
as
right.
much
Totally.
as
Same thing. I think goes back to what your dad told you. It's like give in.
What you put in.
Yeah.
get
And
that.
like you're not gonna get that if you don't put in that heart.
No.
It's not gonna reach the heart.
No way. No
Yeah.
way.
You
No
know?
way. No
Yeah.
way. Not the
The only way to reach that in a person, in a viewer, is
Yeah.
to like put it in.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's dope. I like
Fuck
that.
yeah, dude.
Dude, we're
We got more
solving,
questions.
Like,
We got more questions.
dude, we're
What do we
like
at?
an hour 50 in, dude.
Oh,
God,
man.
okay.
We said we'd be done about an hour 30, man.
I talked.
All right, look.
No,
look,
we
look.
always do this. See?
No, it's
That's
great.
how it
We
goes.
had our whole
Question for
medical
Daniel.
history.
This is for Daniel. Shout out,
'cause
shout
Daniel
out, shout out,
asked this
Daniel.
question.
Love you, Daniel. Love you, dude. For real.
He said, if you could have one person as the podcast guest, or just interview someone in general, one
Sit down
person
and speak to
yeah, for 30 minutes, and one for 6 hours. He said,
I love
have a
this.
conversation.
I love this.
Dead or alive?
Dead or
Dead or
alive.
alive. Who would you pick?
We wanna
That's
start?
not you guys. This is your podcast.
No, I want to.
No, but also like let's say you
You're the
have
guest.
like to talk to someone or a guest or I don't know, interview someone.
a 30-minute talk
30.
and a 6-hour talk.
Jesus.
That's a great question, man.
6 hour would be Muhammad Ali.
That's a really good one.
Because the dude could talk for 6 hours
Yeah,
and
he
I'd
can.
listen to every single word he had to say.
Yeah, bro. Yes.
Every single
That's a
word he had to
great
say,
one.
I want to listen to.
Yep.
30-minute.
Oh, I just had a good one too.
I mean, just for my admiration, Denzel.
Denzel.
Yeah.
You love Denzel.
Because I feel like
Wow.
his words would hit me quick enough.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you know what? 30 minutes? Just speak to me.
I'm not gonna say
I'll
peep.
let just everything soak
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Muhammad Ali, I just feel like I'd be, honestly, man, either one of them could be like the 6 hour
Yeah,
one. But
yeah.
yeah.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Whoa, he would be talking the whole time.
Yeah. I would like, dude, you watch interviews of his and
It's
just
fucking
flies
incredible.
by.
I go back and watch his interviews, dude.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
He's
He's an incredible
amazing.
speaker,
Yeah.
dude. So eloquent, poetic.
Yep.
Just fucking. And dude, he was so like such a motivating like person like to be around. I feel he just believed in himself
Yeah.
more than anyone on this fucking planet.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Right. I want that.
Like he talked and you knew he believed it.
yeah, yeah, truly.
Or, like most people, you know they're saying it.
What would he say about the light switch? He goes, "I'm so fast.
Yeah, he's like-
I could be in bed before the light switch turns off or
Yep.
something like that."
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, if you ever dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize.
Dude, I love those
What?
Ali-isms.
Oh my God.
That was the shit.
Someone asked him how many sit-ups he could do. He's like, I don't know. I only start counting when it starts to hurt.
It's crazy.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. What about you, Dennis?
Dude. 6-hour talk. I think would be like. I want to say like because we answered this before. But I want to. This is private. I want to change my answer. I want to say. I think Walt Whitman would be like one dude I want to sit down with
Yeah.
and like have
Walt
a
Whitman?
6-hour poet, writer. Like a naturalist, right? Like the way he took in the world was real
Yeah.
specific. Oh man, can I change it? Can I change it? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, 30-minute Walt Whitman, 6-hour Van Gogh. I've been on a
Yeah,
Van
you've been on a
Gogh
Van Gogh trip though.
fucking
Damn.
dive. I'm
Yep.
like 2 documentaries, 2 films,
Really?
and 1 book in now.
Wow.
I'm just super inspired by the dude. Super
Jeez.
inspired by the dude, bro.
Your Van Gogh is my Ali.
Right now, yeah. Totally. I'm enamored by this dude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna keep my answer to the 6-hour one. It'd be Questlove of the Roots.
Yep.
Nice.
Questlove.
He's been through so many periods of music.
Shout out Quest.
Big shout out Quest, man.
I hope
And
you're
he's like
listening,
all
Quest.
around like dude, he's in like food and shit. They just came out with a new show. It's like songs that shook America. It's all like hip hop songs and like other songs that like changed the world.
Whoa.
And it's wild, man.
Whoa.
It's really wild. And he's like part of it.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. The 30 minutes.
Plug in the show.
30 minutes would be
30 minutes.
I'm gonna keep with what my my original one was. It'd be my great grandma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respect.
Because
Nice.
I have so many. She left so quick, and I want to ask so many things.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I feel like an asshole about my answers.
No, like an asshole, dude. It's
fine.
can't take it back.
I didn't say my grandma.
No, dude. It's personal.
Yeah,
Thank you, Daniel,
Yeah.
for that question.
Yeah.
We have one more.
they gave us more, but it's gonna take a while.
We have one more,
This
dude.
is gonna take a while.
We promised you would do it. We promised we'd do it. This is for Steve. Shout out Steve.
All right,
You're
I'll
the
try to
last.
get there this-
Hey, I made sure,
Oh.
Steve. I made sure we got to you, dude. And I know we're running over time.
Okay, when does
it's
you?
okay.
Okay,
You were here, episode 39. Manu Menon on the
all right,
podcast.
stop wasting time.
Here we go.
When all right,
Mike, how you doing?
Stop. Sorry, he said, when
got
does
excited.
using digital tools make your work not art? If someone makes a song using an AI trained on others' music and creates a new piece, is it art? What if the producer was given samples from and pieces those together? So he puts them all together.
Okay. So this is you got to take over.
Yeah. So just
know
recently
shit
I've been going through. I love
gonna sit back
sample
and relax.
hip hop, instrumental hip hop. Jay Dilla, Ninth Wonder. So sampling is basically taking parts of like a song, a clip, like anything, like a movie, and basically like making a new thing out of it. And I think that it could get to a point where it's not really like. I think it's more of like stealing instead of like, because you know, like Will Smith did, like he took the Whispers, he did one song, Miami.
Yeah.
He just jacks the beat, and then he just goes like, Miami, what's up? All right, this was ghostwritten too, but all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And just making
I
millions
tell
off
you
it.
that yesterday was the first time I heard that song. Whispers.
serious?
Yeah, and I was like, "This sounds like Miami."
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's crazy that you mentioned that.
yeah. There's so many things like that, but there's people that have masterfully,
That's weird that we just said that.
Yeah,
it is. I think, in my opinion, it's an art, and I love it.
Yeah.
Actually taking something and making something new out of it. I think that's what this generation's been doing.
Yeah.
You know?
The meme generation.
Yeah.
dude.
we don't have a Kanye without that.
Yeah. You don't have some of the greatest
straight up.
art.
He was sampled like crazy in the beginning.
And all these like pop artists too. It's not just like rap and like stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
like Miley Cyrus took she took like the hook from this like Puff Daddy song.
Yeah.
Or like some like early like stuff from like the 80s and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It keeps getting reused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you guys think that that's kind of like taking away from the original art, or it's just,
I don't think so.
I think it's everyone has inspirations, man.
I think it always starts
You know
with
what I mean?
inspiration. I think like
Yeah.
you start your
Make it
artistic
your
like
own.
journey from like a place of like, oh, I admire that in another
Absolutely.
person. Like, wow, that moment was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
And then you kind of take and then you tamper with and you express with that like kind of in mind
Yeah.
without knowing it, and then it becomes yours like over time.
Yep.
Like when you make a song, it's a long process. It's not like a quick like give me the song. I'm just gonna
yeah,
There's tasteful ways. There's not tasteful.
right,
You know?
and there's levels to it for sure. But I still think it's art.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that's art. Like, I don't think. I mean, you're not stealing. You gotta buy the rights to the song in the first place.
Yeah, true.
You know, and especially like when you can change it up a little bit to like Kanye does.
Yeah.
Twists up the songs, whatever. But like if you're adding your own twist to it, I don't think you're sacrificing art.
Yeah.
I mean, the original with the like first part of the question, because like art is expression, right? And as far as like digital stuff goes, I feel like it stops becoming art when you let the digital stuff do the work.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
was that part of the question?
Yes.
Too? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So like I feel like when you stop doing the work and you just let
Yeah.
There's no
the
instrument.
computer take care of
Yeah.
yeah
Those DJs
like,
that just hit the button and
yeah
they just let it go.
exactly like here generate a beat for me
Yeah.
and then just let it happen. That's not art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
No one's involved in that.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
no one's expressing anything in that.
Or when you see like, they're doing like the deep fake stuff where they put the faces on other. You never saw this before?
no. What is that?
So you can literally take someone's face and put it on someone else, and you can change their voice,
Oh yes.
Yes,
Yep.
this stuff.
Yeah.
and you can literally have them say whatever.
Yeah. I
Wow.
saw this. Have you seen
through
this?
No.
It's all over
different.
Instagram.
You can from like video or something of one video. Basically, like the program takes every frame of that and the way they move and they like create it so like it animates by
They're
itself.
talking. It's like I can put your face on like
Yep.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's body. Like you'll be doing the
Random person.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
It's
80s
weird, man.
90s
Yeah.
reference.
And you can
Yeah.
change the voice too. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird,
That's
dude.
It's really weird, man.
I see a lot of those memes.
Yeah.
Is that all Steve's
Not
question?
fun. He also asked, I don't know, I don't know the answer to this. So he said, what book would you make the rights for publicly available
I don't
and
fucking know the
obtainable
answer
for
to this.
anyone?
Uh,
I have no clue.
The Alchemist. I don't know if it's off limits. If
Might
it is
be.
off limits somewhere, it shouldn't be. It's a cool ass book for people of all ages. Easy read. It's a journey. Teaches you kind of like we were talking about things happen for a reason. The book is all predicated on things happen for a reason.
Yeah,
Even if you
yeah.
don't know what it is, trust your gut. There's signs. Follow them.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
should read it. I think it's a beautiful book. That's the book.
I think like any religious text should be allowed anywhere. Right?
Yeah,
I think
it's fucking
as
great.
long as there's not war breaking out,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's open.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
You know,
you were like walking
I
a
don't know.
tightrope
'Cause,
just
yeah,
now.
I'm scared. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I definitely don't think everyone would be like, you know, open to that.
Right.
You know,
No.
Don't talk gender or
politics, religion, anything.
religion or politics at the table, dude. Yeah. What about you, Manu?
I don't know. Jeez. I think I'd go with the whole like the religious
Religious thing?
books
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just brings you into worlds that you didn't know existed.
Not relentless?
You know, that popped in my head where I was like, I mean, that is one of my favorite.
I love that
for
book
sure.
too.
You know, what's a really good book is Freakonomics.
Oh, I read Freakonomics.
That
I had
one.
to for college.
That one I would too, because it just makes you think in ways that
You don't.
you don't. And
Malcolm
it links-
Gladwell, right? Shout out Malcolm
It
Gladwell.
links things that you would never ever think about,
Mm-hmm.
and it just like turns on muscles in your brain that you didn't know existed.
Yeah, dude. It's a good listen. It's a thick book. It's a good listen, dude.
Yeah.
If you're not into sitting down for a while.
If you're into like listening,
Audible, hook us up with
I'm
the
much more.
sponsor.
Yo,
Maybe
shout out
we'll-
Audible. I love you. All right, really last question. Second part of Katie's question. Is it better for there to be more shows, so therefore more opportunities for actors at a lessened quality? Or the other side, that'd be less shows or the same amount of shows
That's rough.
with less opportunities for better
Honestly,
quality? Or should
like-
there just be shows every street? Like we all get opportunities and the quality is just a bit.
I mean, that's so tough.
Yeah, I don't think we want that.
What would you do?
I would.
What would you want?
I would kick out these amateurs.
So less shows?
Yeah, I think less. I think with the competitive, like, because I feel like if you just let people get away with just like, you know, putting in.
Well, would it be better? Would it be better to be like everyone gets a shot? We all get a shot every week if we want to go do
Yeah.
a show. Every single one of us.
Actually, yeah, you know what? That'd be good.
And then you know the
Because it would filter out.
People
Yeah,
decide.
would
that's
filter
what
out.
that's yeah, that's
It'd
what I was
filter out.
thinking. Is
Cream will
like,
rise to the top.
the shitty shows get canceled anyways, you know.
true.
But at least they got their opportunity
That's
to
true.
Yeah, man. It kind of sounds
show
nice.
their face.
I mean, it'd be a
Yeah.
lot of shitty theater, a lot of shitty film.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, you
But we
see
choose
people
what we
you
wanna
wouldn't
watch.
you wouldn't see otherwise. There's gonna
Yeah.
be people that you don't see that are gonna be the greatest actors who never made it.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
True.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
Isn't that crazy?
I take
yeah.
it back.
Absolutely, dude.
Take it back. I take it back.
My instinct at first was like, fuck that. That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
like, I would like to see everyone, all my friends get fucking opportunities.
Yeah.
And like,
You're right.
see what would happen.
Dude, there's so many great actors out there that started on a shitty show.
Yeah.
So many.
I just believe in it so fucking much, dude. It makes me want to flip this table. I really do, because I know we're gonna.
Yeah. Well, I'm an asshole. And that's the end of the show.
Why are you?
Why did you say that?
Because the first instinct was like, yeah, fuck these people.
No, dude, it's not
Nah.
fuck these people. I just
Just
know.
means you respect the art.
Yeah, man, you just got respect
There we
for it. You Are Here podcast episode.
You are here, podcast
39.
episode 39.
The
That was
longest
last
one.
question. That was the last
That's what
question.
you were
though.
after.
14-hour podcast.
That was the last question.
We poking at
That was the last question. I'm not touching you. I'm just pointing.
If you
And you're in my way.
I'm in your way.
Damn.
Yeah.
Get up, dude.
Oh,
So episode 39 of the
Ooh, size
podcast.
up.
Yo, man, thank you so much for coming on. Do you have any last words? You want to plug anything?
Any plugs?
Boom, shout outs, everything.
Opportunist by Lance Barrett.
Yo, Lance Barrett, opportunist. Pilot's coming out. He's gonna be on the podcast, so shout it out
Yeah.
too. Do we have a date on anything? Not yet.
No date. I know he wants to try and get it as soon as possible. I saw the rough cut last night. I'm excited for it.
Send me that link, dog.
I got you.
Send me that link.
I got you.
No, Manu sent it to me.
Yeah. I filmed that in my sling.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow, sick.
I was still injured when we first filmed it, but the video didn't come out right, so we had to refilm it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't in the sling anymore.
Yeah.
But
Send me that link. Send us
fully
both that
affect
link.
my acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an impediment.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
literally what it was.
Got no choice. Sick.
Yeah. Opportunist.
Anyone else? Anyone else we'll plug in? Anywhere else?
Everyone
Website,
that I
social.
love.
Yeah.
There's too many people to name.
Yeah.
You know?
Speed round. You got 10 seconds.
Speed round.
3, 2,
God.
1, go.
No, 10.
Geez. I don't know, man. I don't want to leave anyone out.
You better name 1 or 2.
We're going to go with Ariel again.
Yeah, shout out
We're going to
Ariel.
go
Shout out.
Eric, Chris,
Yeah.
Vic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everyone else that I love. I don't know, man.
Love you guys. Shout out. We love you.
To our parents that raised us.
Yes. Boom. Find
And
the social.
to Mike and Dave, because no one's ever shouted them out, and that makes me the guest of the year.
You know what?
What up, Louder?
Hey, he's really fucking crazy.
That's true, dude. Adam came here. He didn't really thank us, dog.
You might be fucking number 1.
I
Now.
know.
We're going to put a poll out, dude. That's what we're going to
Yeah.
do. We're going to put a poll
Yeah.
out.
There we go.
For everyone's watch, the poll's going to be out. And we'll figure out who's
This
who
was-
gets
this
this.
Just remember who defended Dave.
That's right. Only fucking one.
All I'm gonna say is this is a really enjoyable
You
time.
get my
and
vote, dude.
My vote might be changing.
Yeah.
So Adam, watch out.
You better watch.
Guys, that was episode 39 of the podcast. Oh my god.
Thank you guys
It's
for having
amazing.
me.
Thank you so much. Find the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Anchor.fm, Spotify, www.youareherepodcast.co. We cannot afford the M.
Boom.
My name is Mike. I'm signing out.
My name's Dave, and I love y'all.
My name is Manu, and I'm love you too.
Killing it.
Yeah, boy.
Hit him with that James Earl Jones.
Oh.
Hey, there we go.